Hello, ye egregious executioners, entropic ents, and electric eels. Welcome to the diecast. Last time the party set about discovering information on some cultists that planned on killing Professor Kezra. Thus far, they've determined the best avenues of investigation are to track down the source of the poison that has already successfully killed the Master of Ceremonies, locate a tattoo artist that inked the tendril-like tattoos onto the flesh of the cultists, and to buy a shovel to dig up an odd patch of grass in the cemetery where they were attacked by Roger's mud monster. What shall be discovered this week? Let's have a nose about, shall we? So, you guys are just leaving Ogluck's Oddities, and just after he shouts good luck to Lilith, you hear his door reopen, and he sticks his head out, and he goes, "Little one! One for the road," and he throws you one of the cigars.
Oh, I'm gonna try and catch him.
Like, good luck to all of you.
Cheers, man. Just like wave it at him.
Yeah, it was a good throw. It was a decent enough throw.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Yeah, they are like this long as well, so it's more like a javelin than anything.
Just gonna like pop it in, like push it down into my backpack. That's a
like
weapon
sticking
right
up top
there.
like a
what damage does it do?
1d4 bludgeoning.
Bonking
Okay.
stick.
So yeah, you've got the shovel from Ogluck's. You've got a few sort of avenues that you discussed. So which would you like to investigate first?
Where are we going? Was it the...
I'm assuming when I flashed my neck, no one noticed. Because I was right.
They
I was
didn't. No,
behind
they
everyone.
didn't last
It was
time.
just him. Okay, that's fine.
No, we were already outside, weren't we?
Yeah.
So, apothecary next? Was that it?
Sure.
I thought we went to the tattoo shop.
We could, but
Which is closer?
I mean,
Apothecary is just round the side.
Which is
isn't
closer?
the cemetery closest out of all the
The
things?
cemetery is closest out of the three.
Should we go and dig up the
But
shop
Ogluck
first?
did say that the apothecary was only a couple of blocks away and gave you a rough direction. So.
Let's not go to the cemetery with a shovel in day.
Why?
That's a good point, actually.
They tend not to like that.
Yeah, usually the people who look after those places don't like you digging them up.
Oh yeah, but they're quite happy for a freaking mud monster to be there.
Well, I suppose... I don't suppose if they knew they'd be particularly happy, but I don't think anyone saw, so... Yeah, I'm with Scar on this one. I don't think we should be digging up any cemeteries during the day.
We'll come back in the night, though. That's fine.
That's way spookier, too.
Yeah.
Which is...
And we got attacked by a mud monster in the day.
Well,
So
imagine
fuck
what we
knows
get
we're gonna
attacked by in the night.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, exactly. It could be fun.
Opportunities.
This guy knows. See, this guy knows. Come on, let's get the shops out of the way, then we can do the fun stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you find the apothecary easy enough. Like Ogluck said, he just gave you a rough direction. He's like, you can't miss it. There's a big bloody sign on the front with a like a potion bottle. But the sign does actually say the Alchemy of Anchorage. It is on the second floor of one of these like underneath structures. So there's a few shops stacked with like some stairs going up the side. So you can easily make your way up. Like these are one of the more well-built stairs and well-kept because of the fact that, you know, it's important for people to be able to come and go from businesses without breaking their necks. However, you do notice either side of the stairwell that there are some rickety ladders and just like a rope with knots tied in it that goes all the way to the top of like the 8th floor.
Nice.
So like
Let me look it up. What can I see? What's up there? At the top?
it's one of those slightly more real subtle.
I didn't like my writing on it.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that.
Fair.
I do hate that.
Ruined many a notebook like
Yeah.
that. I start writing on the first page. Fuck.
I would
Shut
never
the fuck
keep
up, sorry.
anything I wrote because I hate my writing.
Like,
The universe hates my writing.
I thought I might be able to get away with it.
I thought if I was quick enough, no.
I hit my eye on it.
Sleight of hand failed.
Yeah, you should have made the sleight of hand check.
I think I would have passed it.
Yeah.
It's fine, it's just me.
But yeah, the buildings underneath, there's 3 stories of businesses. There's a tailor on the bottom floor. then the apothecary with the barbers just above, and then there's just like regular houses on top, but again some of these more slightly rickety, almost like Kowloon walled city looking
Nice.
blocks where it's just
Kowloon.
Kowloon was a city in China, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
It's just opposite Hong Kong.
Just opposite Hong Kong, where basically it was like the most densely populated place on the planet, where they just had these some like 14-story
Yeah.
towers.
I've been to Kowloon. I can confirm.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
insane.
Yeah.
So it's very much
Where-
very tightly packed apartment-looking buildings that are quite rickety. Not like, I don't necessarily mean like sort of like a barrio or a favela sort of corrugated metal. It is still made mostly of like brick and mortar,
So-
Yeah.
but it's just very
Yeah.
hodgepodge.
Where are we?
I got a
Because
good visual.
I've
of
been
this.
trying to spell
Yes.
apothecary for a while now. Have
You're
we
at
made
the
it?
apothecary.
Have we
but-
made it?
Yeah, you've made it to the apothecary, but on the top of this table structure, Bax noticed that there was like a big rope going all the way to the
Yeah.
top,
I was curious.
and
what
he was just
at
like, "What the hell's on top?"
at the top?
Okay.
It's
People
just
climbing up it? Is it like tied in knots for people to like?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, climb up there.
No, stay on task. Stay on task. I'm gonna
Also,
stop.
if you fuck it at the last minute, that is an 8-story
Yeah.
fall.
Is it kind of like the layered house structures in like Rio?
Similar to, yeah, but more more mortar and pestle and like sort of slate or
Right.
terracotta style roofs, as opposed
Nice.
to like shanty type.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's definitely got the shanty looking architecture, but without the limited resources.
Yeah.
So yeah, it a lot of them look like they're almost, when you look up, they're gonna like topple at you because of how much of like a room is hanging over the
Yeah.
thing below it.
Nice.
So yeah, you do get like a slight bit of vertigo when you look up. You're like, "Ooh, I'm not climbing that."
Jenga house.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you climb up to the the first floor then, above the ground floor, and get to the Alchemy of Anchorage, and you're greeted by a wood elf with quite auburny hair that is kept in quite like a straight bob, and it's quite awkward because there's no one else in there at the moment, but they stand in their very like proper back straight hands at the front, sort of like on the desk, and they're just like, "Hello."
Hey, friend.
Hi, you expecting somebody? Just kind of look behind.
No, I simply stand here and wait for business.
Oh right. Okay. Cool. We were here. Why are we here? Oh yeah.
we have a bottle with a bit of residue in it. I'm wondering if you could identify it and maybe tell us anything about its origin.
And if you maybe know who could have purchased some.
Don't
could
touch
say-
it. It's really stinky and it hurts apparently.
Yeah, I just show the bottle.
I could certainly have a look, and it will not be the first time I have hurt myself or smelled something that is very, very terrible. And then they just reach with this really long, spindly fingers. It's like slightly spidery movements.
Nice.
And they just don't break eye contact with you as they pull it out of your hand, place it down, and like still keep eye contact, and then quite stiffly just do this. Like it's very
No thanks.
unnerving. But they take a look and they're like, "Ah, yes, this bottle seems to be of possibly gnomish design, for you see it is simple but flat-bottomed. That is what they go for. Round-bottom flasks and gnomes do not mix."
Okay.
And they turn around and there's like this ridiculous, like they just pull down this almost like you know the writing desks where they come down like drawbridge style, pull down this ridiculous like chemistry set with all these silly like spirals, like over the top cartoon style.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, sorry, wrong one, rather impractical." And then they just go essentially like reload the bench, and it's just like very neatly organized bottles and racks, and it's all just really focused in how everything is grouped, and it's like they have spent far too much time organizing this. And then they're like, just move one little thing back. They're like, "If you would give me but a moment." They just start tinkering, and then they start moving quicker and quicker, and their fingers are like they're grabbing the tops of bottles by like jamming a knuckle into it.
All right.
And then surprisingly, 2 more arms come up and out.
Oh.
And they've now got 4 arms, like moving all of these reagents and things. And they set up like a round
Thank
bottom
God for that. I
flask
thought
and
she was dead.
put a little burner underneath it.
I thought you were dead. I thought she was dead, like living dead, and I was just about
okay.
to inquire, but now I'm
You could
okay.
live
It's
Living dead
actually
with 4 arms.
they're
could
quite
do, yeah.
androgynous. It's very difficult to determine whether it is whether the elf is male or female. Like
No, but I said, well, the man
You said she.
she's dead or alive.
no, if you said she is what I'm saying. Like
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying they're rather androgynous. So even though the voice is slightly more feminine, like there are times where you're like
Yeah.
can't pin it. But yeah, they start moving all these bottles, start heating one of them up, take a look at the flask, and then pull a pair of glasses off a shelf and put them on. And they've got like all those like sort of, you know, the magnifying glasses. That
Yeah.
just, they flick loads of them down. Go, oh yes, very interesting. Then they turn back around and lock eyes with you again, but now they're like 10 times bigger because of these magnifying glasses. It would seem that you have from first glance at least, a solution that incorporates lie. You can spot it if you're good enough. And then they turn back and start like, and then there's like some sparkling electrical noises, and I meant to say sparking, not sparkling. Bring!
Yeah.
And there's suddenly like a poof, and this like purpley cloud comes up out the top, and they're like, ah, yes, as I thought, and turn back, and then just they keep locking eyes with you, and they just slowly get in, like they lean towards you a little, and then go and flick them all back up. It would seem you have a condensed solution of nightshade and lye, although it looks like it was distilled through organic matter.
Not the kind of thing that you manufacture here.
Not as a final product. Sometimes one must go through a stage that is less desirable to reach a far more refined end product.
Would you know where in town I could get more of this?
No, you see, both Nightshade and especially Lye, they are very well monitored and controlled substances for, of course, I assume you know this is a poison of sorts.
Yeah. We're actually here on, I guess, kind of an investigation. So we were trying to find out who may have procured this.
I must say, I am not entirely sure they bought it from an apothecary, for an apothecary would not make such rookie mistakes as this. This is a very amateur attempt.
Oh,
at this
so
poison.
homemade, maybe.
It looks possibly like it was homemade. However, I will tell you that these little vials I do stock, and I do sell these vials. So perhaps someone bought some vials from me along with other ingredients or concoctions and just brewed their own. I am uncertain. I was unsure and uncertain. I just went.
Would you have any records of somebody buying, say, a bottle and some nightshade?
I would not sell Nightshade to anyone. However, I can look to see when last I sold these bottles. So they go up to the back.
Sorry, the vial was. This is out of character now. The vial was on the person that blew up, wasn't it? Like, oh, where did we find the vial? I can't remember.
On one of the cultists that.
After they chopped him up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Oh,
it was fed
okay.
to the dogs.
The one
tortured.
from, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was specifically from the one that they captured, tortured, and burnt.
Okay.
Because everyone in this world's a good guy.
I couldn't remember if we got it off him or the guy that was up in flames.
No, that
No,
was just the note.
Yeah.
The note was the guy who went up in flames, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they come back, and with like quite a large ledger book, and they flick him back through it, and say, 3 nights ago, a gentleman came in to buy a few bottles such as this and some other stirring type equipment, stirring rods, some flasks to stir in, some little beakers. They did, however, buy a series of ingredients that are pretty common in a lot of basic poultices and ointments, so perhaps they were making some sort of medical supply, not entirely sure, but before that it would have been several weeks. So,
Okay, so
How
that's
long ago did he die?
well, the
It
cultist,
was like yesterday,
Yesterday,
wasn't it?
yeah.
So that's,
it would have been
that
like
fits in
just
more
over
than
24 hours ago.
yeah. The master of ceremonies, we saw him alive, like you know.
How long would it take to make something like this?
To do it properly, 8 to 12 hours of distillation after mixing
Sounds
the initial
possible.
components.
Okay.
But however, the way this has been done, amateur as it is, as I said, it looks like it was filtered through some organic material, so perhaps longer. Perhaps no time at all, again, depending what it was filtered through.
Is there any way to tell what it was filtered through? I don't know
Mm,
if that's gonna help, but
I would say some sort of bodily organ, not strictly human, could be animal.
okay.
It is an old practice, but it was common to do so.
This whole thing's
While you're talking as well, the two lower arms that sprouted out to like organising cupboards behind them.
Knowing how well they like to organize things.
oh
No!
I simply want to just find something preferably out of their reach.
Okay.
And just
Nudge it.
obviously, sleight the hand.
Send Gonk and be like a cat and flick it off
Be
the
like
table.
a cat.
Yeah.
No, Gonk, no.
I think I'll go for the stealthiness with it.
Okay.
Unless I could get Gonk to do a stealth check, like sleight hand check.
I don't know if he's
can.
going to be
You
that.
can.
Surely he's not going to be that sneaky. He's just
Yeah, he's like a whirring spider creature.
I don't think Gonk gets to use my dex.
No, there will be a statute, I assume, for it.
Yeah.
Even if it was like a custom one, I could look at building one of them. But I can't imagine it would be highly dexterous. And even if it had a decent dex, it definitely wouldn't be proficient in stealth. If anything, would gain like a penalty.
Just be like,
It's
I
just
can
like-
see you.
All it can do is move and activate anyway. So
Knocking
No.
something off's activating, right?
I'm moving,
So-
just walking.
I'll just activate this bottle.
maybe as we're leaving, I'll just adjust something.
What did this gentleman look like? Do you know his name or anything like that?
I'm afraid I do not remember what they look like, but it says here. Wait, I seem to have lost it. Hold on. They're like, it merely says J. Don, not Jaden, but J. Don, D-O-N.
So it's not a regular customer then.
No.
Okay. That makes it less likely that they were brewing up some kind of medical supplies, because
I
that
think
kind of
it-
person would need to make regular trips to a place like this.
And you'd
Right.
think that they, like, if they were making poison, surely that's where you'd hide. In plain sight, right?
J. Dawn, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
And it's definitely a male.
Yes, it was a gentleman. He was robed, very plain, everyday run-of-the-mill robes
Was the
that you
robe
would
brown by any chance?
see. I suppose it was sort of grey-brown.
Purple and denim.
No purple.
Double denim.
Was he an assless chaps and a cowboy hat?
As if you'd forget
Kicks through
that.
the door with like spears on his shoes. Howdy, I need poison. Yes,
Okay.
that is all I can recall, I am afraid.
Did you notice any unusual tattoos on him?
No, he was fully robed, long sleeve robe down to
gonna
his
say.
ankles, and I do not recall if he had gloves or not. Perhaps. A lot of people wear leather gloves to, not get natural oils on the glassware.
Okay, well, it's something, I guess.
Is there anything that I can help you with today?
Do you have any potions of healing?
1 for 40, 2 for 70.
Okay.
Gold, of course. What?
Sure.
Wait, you just looked at me and what's up?
I don't know.
I'll just take the 1.
Okay.
I had a thought, but it went.
Oh, my phone.
You looked so like disgusted at me. I was like, what have I done now? I know it's steep, but that's cheap for D&D prices. Normally they're 50.
Yeah. No, I'll leave it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else? Do you need anything else appraised?
I don't know. I think we're good.
No, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
I
Have
bid
we
you
got
good day.
anything else? It's just the vial, isn't it?
Yeah. We could maybe should we
Wait,
get him to look
you
at
know
like the ink on the note? Maybe he can.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You know
They can
the
date it or something.
Syringes that we had.
Yeah.
We still have the syringes.
We had 1 of them, I think.
Yeah. Did someone take it?
Aerolith.
Oh, yeah.
Because we could have checked it with him to see if it was the same as the poison. Just like an extra. Do you see what I mean? Like
What,
a tweaked
Herman's
version. Yeah.
Syringes.
Because that's where he injected you with before bringing you back, wasn't it? But wasn't the solution he injected you with a part of bringing you back as well? I think.
Yeah, so one of them was to essentially be like an anesthetic. Then there was like a saline solution, and then it may have been anesthetic, resurrection vial, saline, or switch the last 2.
But like, it could have just been a variation of that, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
I guess we'll have to contact Herald at some point.
I mean, yeah, you can show him the note if you want.
Do we know how to?
What about this? What about the ink? Not the midnight bit, but the rest of it.
And there's a
Yeah, so
bird, a seabird on
And
the
there's
back.
a sea.
They take a look and they're like,
There's a C word on the back.
There's a seabird on the back.
yeah, they take a look. It's like, I'm afraid I don't specialize in ink, but it does look like that half of it was written in a different, darker, more pigmented ink.
Yeah.
But both look very standard to me.
Okay. Cool. Well, it's worth checking. I got no more questions.
What about the other one?
What the
The
other?
other paper.
Well, this.
Yeah, they take a look and they're like, I'm afraid I don't know that language.
Neither do I. But I'm working on it.
Do we know how to contact Aerolith? Did he leave anything?
Hairpin. I got a hairpin.
Each of you had a electrum piece, but you had a hairpin. But that was for him to contact and find you.
Yeah.
Not just like, Herald.
Aye! And he's like, ugh! You just hear it back through the coins. I'm sleeping, fuck off!
He's napping, but I can't. Put it back in. Okay. Right, so thank you very much.
Anytime.
I don't know where the other one went.
I shall
was
exit and adjust something.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
And I'm gonna fail this. Oh, not too bad. 19.
Everything's fine.
Oh,
So on the way out, there's like a couple of little hanging pictures, and you just go, and one of them is like 2 degrees off, but it's
Yeah.
just enough that it would wind this person the fuck up.
yeah. I'm actually going for like the smallest change possible.
Yeah,
so,
it is
yeah.
tiny. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Note down a piety point,
Nice.
because that's fucking funny. It's not. It's like bullying someone that's clearly got some sort of
Yeah.
like disorder where they have to have everything perfect. But like,
This poor OCD elf.
Yeah. Didn't I get some from before as well?
yeah, you
with
had
the-
one from before. So you're on
I need
2.
to actually just have a centralized place where I'm marking these down.
Chuck it in the back.
No.
But
You
yeah.
do it in the character sheet notes on Beyond. Does it let you do that?
Yeah, there's a notes
You do like
section.
a custom notes bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so our
I
choices
use
now.
additional notes. It has no effect.
Our choices now are look at the tattoo man or lady, tattoo person. Talk with some of my girls and see if they've seen anyone with any of these horrible symbols on them. Because they see a lot of people, obviously, in the audience.
That's feeling like it might be quite a good idea. I think the tattoos may be our best bet. I would guess, just at a guess, that these tattoos, they probably didn't get them at any tattoo artist in the city. Artist? What was that? What was that accent? Any tattoo artist in the city.
Tattoo autist.
I feel like if there's some kind of weird cult thing, then they probably got like their own guy.
Like the only one I
the
know.
tattoo man.
They're gonna have a guy. Surely.
The only one I know is the one.
Die needles. Die needles it is.
That's the one. The only one I know tattoos the Petrocinis, and only them. So like the people that have those sort of tattoos will be tattooed.
Okay, I have a plan.
There.
We go to every person in town and ask them if they tattoo people.
That seems like
We'll
it might
find them
take a
one way or
little
the
while.
I suggest we find Roz.
Sure.
Do we have to?
How
Really?
how does one find Roz?
She can't be very far.
Does she work?
She's probably
Rub 2
still
pieces of
pissed,
gold in
yeah.
me.
Does she work like the bottle of plunk?
Yeah, if you
She
think
just
really hard
think.
about it, she will appear.
Yeah, she appears around you. Still got rave music as well.
Would I know where Roz normally hangs
haunts.
out? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you know a few of her usual haunts, but the ones that you all used to hang out with were in the lower city, whereas now she's working the upper city, so you don't really have much of an idea where you'd find her.
She's going up, isn't she?
We're up in the world.
Oh.
For now.
I mean,
I'd say
I
it's-
feel like it's not. We're up in the upper city, aren't we? I feel whatever's happening up here isn't anything to do with any of this. In terms of like, it starts down lower.
Agreed.
As in, maybe it's higher ups up here,
Being
like trickling
targeted,
it
yes,
down,
yes.
or like someone who wants them is making all the plans, and like lower down is doing it.
Trickle down cultonomics.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice.
So
I was thinking exactly the same words.
Fuck.
I think maybe we should try and find the lower downs because they're more likely to talk than someone up here.
Okay.
And just on the off chance, keep an eye out while we're moving through town in case there are any people with similar tattoos.
And Roz and the girls and tattooists.
Yep.
Small list. Easy enough. Okay, so you're going to head towards like the lower city region, or?
I think so.
Okay.
How low in the city is the goblin? Just for me to know.
Pretty. Well, it's in the upper city.
It is it?
Yeah, you've not been to the lower city at all yet.
Okay, cool.
Even the scummiest places around here are like palaces in comparison.
Cool.
But yeah, you make your way sort of along the main track from
Do we pass
east to west.
Do we pass the graveyard?
No, not quite. It's not far. It's like a couple of blocks back the
It's
other
still
way.
light, and they won't let me dig it up in the light.
But yeah, it's about.
No grave robbing in the
I'm
daytime.
just gonna turn up like and just start like digging like a dog, like through her legs, like
Then why did
kid
we
on the
get the
beach.
shovel?
I can dig like this. What do you mean?
Yeah, so it's about 1:30 in the afternoon by the time you make it to the gate of, or where you can see the gate to exit to the lower city. But Briarleaf spots a tattoo parlor. You've got the highest passive perception.
Oh.
And it's before the gate.
before the gate, upper city.
What was it called?
A good question. It just says tattoo on the front.
Okay. I'm gonna like call you and go like, "Hey guys, look!" And I'm gonna point towards the sign.
Yeah, so it's the ground floor of one of the shorter tables, where it's only 2 stories underneath instead of the usual 3 or 4. You can see that there's 2 guys, like you can see through the window, there's 2 guys currently like working on 2 different people, but I assume you just go in and...
We are going in?
Yeah, it's worth
yes.
checking, I think.
So there's like one of those little bells above the door as it opens.
Do you know what? I was literally just about to ask you if we got like a ding dong or like a chime chime.
Yeah, like
Chime chime.
chime chime.
Hey man, chime chime, I'm here.
Chime, chime.
Think of the
No,
noise.
they've got an Alexa and it says movement spotted at the front door.
Oh, I hate that. I hate the fucking...
Yeah.
Stop telling me there's someone at my door. Don't care. Someone walking up the street. Don't care.
Yeah, there's a couple of these guys that are. One of them is quite like a burly Maori-looking guy, and they seem to be doing traditional tamoko tattoos.
Oh, nice.
But he pops up and he's like,
Sugar.
"Kia ora, can I help you, friends?"
Shiver, I meant, not sugar.
We were looking for there's somebody who had some particular tattoos. I kind of describe them because we haven't seen them, have we?
Yeah.
We've
So
only had
just
a
before you start
description.
describing, he's like, "Oh, where are my manners? My name is Kahurangi. This is my brother Hunapo. It's good to meet you, friends.
What did you say, hippo?
Hunapo.
Oh, not hippo.
No, he's like, my friends call me Rangi, and I assure you that we will be good friends. And he's like, just this really big jolly guy.
Oh,
he's like,
yeah,
really
I love him
happy
already.
smiling.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I feel very welcome here. This is nice.
Everyone is always welcome here, friend.
I might get something just because he's so nice.
I've never had one, but
Well, I'm just finishing up this piece, but yeah, we can get some kirituhi on you, because I assume you're not natives to the island, no?
I'm not. No, I'm from all the way in Rook's Nest.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. We can get you sorted. I'm just finishing up. My brother's not long for finishing his, and yeah, we'll get you 2 right in.
So do you only do this kind of style?
No,
Yeah.
we do all sorts of things, but I primarily do tamoko on the locals, and I sort of went locals.
Yeah.
on
That's
the
the
locals.
second time
I know.
now.
There's just like a fucking cholo inside me
Yeah.
that's dying to come out and. Let's see. Everybody's like, yeah, me and my brother, we do tamoko on the locals, and we do kirituhi on the visitors. But yeah, we pretty much do whatever you want, but we do it in a more traditional style. So, you know,
Cool.
you just tell us a little story about yourself, and we come up with a design that fits your story, and we put it on you.
I like it. I
Sounds
like
great.
it. It's cool.
That's good.
But I'll get the business out of the way first. We were looking for this. There was a guy. He was doing some bad stuff. He had some particular tattoos on him. We were trying to find out if we can find out who he was, where he came from.
Maybe I'd recognize the tattoos.
They have been burnt along with the rest of the guy. But
They're crispy now.
That might prove to be a problem.
I'll try and describe it as best from the description that was given to us.
So, like,
'cause-
I don't usually do sort of tendrily. I mean, we've got the sort of the swirl motifs, but we don't do tendrils. And he turns to his brother and he's like, "Hey, Hunapo," and he's like, "Yeah, you pick up on that? Hi, bro, what's up?" And like, he's not fully turning around. He's still sort of like looking at what he's doing. He's like, "Don't know about any tendrily tattoos, would you?" "Nah, bro."
Thanks, Knuppel.
okay.
Hippo.
"You sure, bro?"
Knuppel.
"Yeah, bro." He's like, "Alright, fair enough." He's like, he's not talking to me a lot lately. I think
Is
I've
he
done
lying?
something to annoy him.
I'm gonna do an insight
Yeah, I was
check
gonna
on
say,
the
are
brother.
they lying?
Do an insight check on either one of them.
I'm gonna do one as well. 'cause I don't
On the
trust
brother,
them.
on Hunapo.
Hippo.
Hunapo.
No, I know nothing.
13.
13.
6.
The fact that Rangi points out that he's been sort of quiet lately. It just sort of aligns with that response and how you like reading him, because you haven't got like a good read, but it was just, it looks like he's kind of in the zone doing the Bamoko, so he's not paying attention too much to what's going on around him. But Rangi's like, yeah, something's going on with that guy. He's normally so bubbly, you know? He's normally so happy and friendly, but these days he just sort of sits there quietly doing his work. I don't know what's going on. I can't get through to him, you know?
Interesting.
It's quite sad.
Hippo. I can't remember his name.
It's Hunapo.
Unapo.
Yeah.
Are you sure you haven't done like similar tattoos on people recently? They all kind of look the same.
Aye.
You know the earring that we share? Is it... Do we have to speak out loud or is it telepathic?
You have to speak somewhat so you could whisper.
I'm going to whisper to you. I think we need to stake this place out.
Yeah, he's definitely lying. He's a liar!
Did you whisper back? Or did you
No,
just say
said
that
it.
out loud?
I was like,
Yeah!
oh, I think that
He's definitely lying.
You're lying, you are.
Is there anything like about the tattoo shop that stands out, or is it just...
No, there's just a lot of like drawings on the walls and paintings of the natives to the island with all their like tamoko as sort of examples. There's some old like traditional weaponry that is native to the locals, and there's some like fishing rods and all stuff like stuck up on the wall. It feels very much that they've got like a history of this island on the walls.
Yeah.
What about the people they tattoo in?
They're just one of them is a native being tattooed by Hunapa. So he's getting some like traditional Maori on his arm, like Maori moko on his arm, whereas the other one is this little halfling guy that's just getting some slightly more vague tattoo on his leg that you can't quite pick out yet. It's not exactly, you know, in the right place for you to see where you're standing.
Okay.
But none of them look tenderly.
Well,
And none of the ones they've already got.
Not that you can see.
Stand up and strip, you bastards!
well, thanks for your time.
No worries, bro.
I like your work. I might come back at some point. I haven't got the time right now, but
Of course.
I'd like to give you some ideas, because I definitely will return to have a tattoo. Have my first tattoo.
Yeah, bro. We've got you sorted. We've got a slightly different ink that we use on tiefling skin. Really pops. It's got a little more purple in it, so it like really shines through the red.
nice.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm of a family where of tinkerers, but
Oh yeah, bro. That sounds cool.
my mother was a world-class enchanter, and my father is a world-class engineer. So something that incorporates like the magic and the clockwork.
That sounds awesome, bro. And the fact that you immediately started talking about your family, you know, I can relate to that. It's all about where you come from. So yeah, that's
agree.
That's a good start. Yeah, maybe when you do come back and you get it done, we can talk a bit more about sort of your experiences and where you're going to end up in life and that sort of thing. And then, you know, we'll get you inked, my friend.
Sounds great.
Nice.
Is there anything like out of the ordinary about is it, how do you say, sorry, Hunapo, is it?
Hunapo.
Hunapo. Is there anything like that looks odd about him, if you get me? Like you're saying that he's quiet. Like, is he...
I mean, he's...
Oh.
Do you see what I'm getting at?
Does he look like he hasn't been sleeping, or like...
Oh, right,
If he's
that's
like
what
under a spell, or...
Make an Arcana check if you want to detect if he's under a spell or not. But other than that, for the most part, he's got his back to you and he's only like sort of glancing over his shoulder a bit as he's talking.
13.
Okay. Also make a nature check. Nature check for me.
Because why would it be better that I'm a ranger? 9.
Okay. It doesn't look like he's under a spell. He seems to be too, like, not dexterous, but it seems like he's able to concentrate and be quite precise in what he's doing to be influenced by something that would be like mind controlling him. The story that, you know, he's been really quiet lately and he used to be quite like a happy, outgoing fellow. You're not necessarily sure whether it's like a lack of sleep or maybe he's like drinking or something. But
Can I ask Rangi how long he's been like that?
probably going on about 2-3 weeks now. Yeah.
Okay.
He normally is the one to close up shop, you know, he's got like the night shift, so like, not the night shift of course, but just he goes a bit later in the afternoon, so maybe he's not getting enough sleep or something, I'm not really sure. But
Did this happen like super suddenly?
yeah, sort of. It was like, you know, he's just his regular happy jolly self. We went fishing, we went out on our little boat, and then like it was all good. We came back, we had some dinner, we roasted up the fish, it was really nice dinner, and then he went to bed, wished me good night like usual, just happy fellow. And then in the morning something just, he was off, you know, like at breakfast he just didn't really make eye contact with me anymore, and like, you know, we always say kia ora in the morning, that's sort of what we've always done, and he didn't, you know, and that's weird to me.
Dreams.
Maybe. I mean, you sound worried about him.
Of course I'm worried, he's my little bro, you know.
Do you want us to like kind of look into it a little bit? Maybe.
I mean, I can't ask that of strangers, you know.
Hey, I mean, we're offering. I'm offering. Are we offering?
Sure.
Wait, let me check my side quests. No, sorry, we're full.
Has he been like talking about anything, like something that's worrying him, or if he's been
He's
having
not
any?
really been saying a lot at all, honestly. I can't really get much out of him apart from a couple of like barked one-word answers, you know. He just sort of only
Is he sleeping okay?
responds as some. I don't know.
As in, does he go like restless sleep at all? Like as if he's having nightmares?
Not that I've not noticed anything now. Perhaps, but he's not told me if he has.
I'll be back, and I'm just gonna go outside and see if I can find a street urchin who's got the same mark.
Oh.
Your mark.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Make a perception check. See if you spot anyone that. You
9.
know. You don't recognize any faces.
Yeah.
Because of where the mark normally is, a lot of people have either got like hoods up or hair down, that sort of thing. You're struggling to identify anyone at the moment that you think would. There are a few, and I mean like few and far between, like street urchins in this part of the city, because there's a few of them that have snuck up past the lower city and are just sort of like skulking in the alleys, but none that are jumping out at all.
Is there any like nearby enough that I could go up and talk to them?
Yeah, so you spot in the like one of the narrower where some of the tables are, the buildings underneath are built next to each other. Instead of having one big building that takes up the entire underspace, there's a few that have got like 2 or 3 buildings with like long twisting alleys between them. So yeah, you spot just a couple of guys smoking cigarettes in the alley opposite that look very, you know, down on their luck. Meanwhile, you guys are just sort of like.
Well, I'll carry on
Chilling.
talking to him about my tattoo. I'll even take the
Yeah,
gauntlet
so he's
off.
still doing the tattoo, because the way that it works, they've got like these little, almost like comb-looking things, often made of like bone, called.
Kind of thing, yeah.
What are they called? Uhi. little chisel blades, and they're struck with a tar, which is the little like rubbery mallet type thing.
Sick.
But he's doing that as he's like talking to you, and he's only sort of half looking, but everything he's doing, he's putting ink exactly where he wants it. Like, this guy is fucking top quality.
And I'll show him. I'll actually take off my gauntlet and show him like the scars on my arm, because like when I was mugged, it wasn't just like the injury was a double compound fracture, like both sides. It was just like most of the arm, either side is just scar tissue, and I was just like, could I work around this?
You want to put the tattoo there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that, no problem. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna... I went slightly off again. Then. It's gonna hurt a bit on that scar tissue, but yeah, I can do it. Ain't nothing I want tattoo.
Bitch. Oh.
Ooh.
Scar tissue really hurts.
Ah.
While I get closer to him, are they any more obvious if they like?
You don't
with
see any
anyone?
markings, but they're wearing stuff that wouldn't be uncommon in like a sort of...
So if I was to say, I think is it? I can't even remember what it was. Is it? May Mother be with you or something like that?
Mama, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I think...
Would they
The
respond?
phrase is, which one of you bitches wants to dance?
Yeah. Would they respond?
I think it was like, may Mama watch over you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you say it, and one of them just like, because he's got like a really long, thin cigarette that clearly looks like it was hand rolled while drunk. He just sort of brings out his mouth and he's like, "Shh, come here." Like, you're trying to get yourself arrested talking like that, so publicly out in the open.
It's not that open. It's fine.
I mean. But this was like while you were in the street. But
Oh, I thought I was
yeah,
already in
no,
the thing.
like they're only just in the lane.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
but he's
wouldn't have just said in the street. I would have gone.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yelled it.
Yeah.
But he's like, and he looks to his friend. He goes, and he puts his cigarette on the ground, and stamps out, and walks away. And he's like, "What can I do for you?"
I've got.
He just blows smoke directly in your face.
I've got 3 gold pieces on you watching the brother. How do they look different?
Hunapo is more like lean. The Kahurani is quite like a chubby, jolly fellow. You know, he's quite round naturally, but Hunapo is a lot more like broad-shouldered with like a slimmer body and is taller, and he's got his hair sort of like more shaved at the sides, so it's like all slicked back.
I'll describe him to him.
Yeah, like a
and just be
curly,
like,
slick
I
back.
need you to surveil him for like overnight.
I do have things to do.
What?
Business.
This is also business.
This is official business.
Okay, what is your official business? Maybe I can help you do the official business, and then you can help me.
Why would I tell you? Just because you're in the gang doesn't mean you're in the gang.
Yeah, but I can help.
Does it look like I need help?
I mean, you're skulking around in an alley, so yeah.
I was getting information off an informant. Why else would I be in a fucking alley?
Could be many reasons. I know lots of people who
What,
creep out. in
banging
alleys.
whores like you?
Some of us don't have the opportunities that others do.
Which is exactly why I wouldn't bother offering you this fucking job anyway.
Wonderful.
You're just a whore at the bottom of the ladder.
At the moment.
Ne'er have I seen a whore ever climb that ladder. Too busy lying on her fucking back.
Do I look like I'm lying on my back now, bitch?
You will be if you don't fucking shut up.
You can try.
Can we like crash out and be like, what the fuck did you just call that?
You can try.
The foxes just go.
Misogyny?
I've taken a hell of a lot more beatings from bigger people than you.
Oh, it's not a beating you'll get. And he just like pulls out this ridiculous looking serrated knife. It's
I'm
like
sure,
proper big, Bowie knife
I'm
type
sure
thing.
they'll all be very, very happy that you'd learn that you're beating up and mutilating random whores that earn them a fuckload of money.
You could be replaced overnight. And anyway, why would they fucking care about someone like yourself?
Seem to care enough.
Why? How?
I'm still here. Been in since I was little.
Just because you're good at what you do doesn't mean you're valuable in any way.
Look, are you gonna help
He
me?
gets
or
the
not?
bottom of the cigarette and just like flicks it at you.
Are you gonna help me or not?
Like I said, I've got business to take care of.
Cool. Bye. She just walks off.
He just sort of like skulks away slowly.
Fucking lunatic.
The moment he pulled the knife out, I was honestly expecting you to be like, I stick my rapier in his throat.
I was like, I really want to stab you, but there's people around. I was like, please, give me a reason to hit you. As soon as you put your hands on me, I'm going to fucking lose my shit.
If it wasn't for like metagaming, you would have met efficiency. You just like,
Donk. Just like, you want to still play around now?
Although you did take the wire off efficiency to put on the knife, so you would have just thrown the axe and then gone. Oh, fuck! Just like really slowly walk after it. Fucking took a wire off your fucking.
Yeah, but that wasn't. So he wasn't an urchin then.
Well,
He was just a
urchin
prick.
in that he pretty much was, but he's just one of these guys that you can get the read off him. Like, you've met these kind of guys before. They think they're Billy Big Bollocks just
Yeah.
because like they've had one promotion and they've got one underling,
Yeah.
So he's definitely still just some like grebe on the street. That, like, yeah, but
Yeah, he's gonna be fucked. I'm gonna tell someone. I'm gonna tell on him.
I'm telling.
He was mean.
He was mean. He put his fag out on my face.
call me a slag.
He did a misogyny.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, it felt awful, like
Yeah.
role playing there.
It's like, I probably earn more money than you can, so fuck you.
I don't really have to do much.
Is this Lilith just like as she's walking away
Yeah.
thinking of all the comebacks?
Yeah.
Replaying it in her head.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool if I said that.
Scrolling to the
Should have
fucker.
fucking stabbed him. Yeah,
I
so-
was half expecting you to just
I
stab
would
him.
have, but also I know how much trouble I can get into, so he's on official business. But I'll remember his face.
Just stab him, say into the... little help, please.
Danger.
Yeah. Scarus, do you happen to be strong enough to carry a body? But yeah, you go back into the tattoo shop and
She's like,
the guy at the back getting tattooed stands up and hands some money over to Hunapo, and he just sort of goes into a back room and starts like cleaning up the pots and the tools he was using. Kahurangi is still talking to you about like sort of placement and story and background and all this sort of stuff. And what I didn't mention at the start as well is that, like in the mud wrestling, there was that almost like, it might have been in the pie eating contest, but that like gramophone type thing, like the little clockwork magically enhanced gramophone. There's one of those with very like chill, very percussive and acoustic guitar type music playing.
I was half
Just as
expecting you to say lo-fi.
Yeah.
Very good.
No,
very good.
it's really just relaxing, quite percussive music.
Do you know what? These guys definitely know ink.
True. Where's hold on, where did oh, hey, back.
Are you okay?
What's wrong with you?
I didn't stab anyone.
Oh, good.
Hey, that's good. Yeah.
I would if you'd stabbed
I'm
anyone.
stabbing someone like thousands of times, and then he
I
goes,
was being really
he goes,
nice.
watch, and then he goes, ding, and it's just slightly harder, and the norm is like, the halfling's like, oh.
You smell like smoke.
If you'd been out there having fun stabbing people and we weren't involved, I would have been really, really annoyed.
I was pissing in the alley.
You gotta go and say,
Oh, I've got a toilet out back. You could have used that.
I'm used to pissing in alleys.
It's a pretty weird thing to say out loud. I won't lie to you.
can you maybe take a look at the ink on this?
Yeah, he takes
She's
a
in
look.
such a foul mood. Like, you could see it on her face. She was like,
He's like, I've been around enough bleeders to know that is not ink and that is blood.
Not that. The what? Wait, no. The words.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't normally get handed notes covered in blood. Won't lie to you.
It's not my blood, if that helps.
I didn't stab anyone outside, so it's not there.
It's not theirs either. As you
Well,
can
we've
see,
narrowed it
it's
down to
quite
everyone
dry.
else. Yeah, he's like, we've narrowed it down to everyone else on the world. Well, it's not mine either, I can't imagine, so that's 3 people ruled out.
I don't think it's
okay,
theirs.
we're getting there. We're doing
But,
well.
There's 5 of us, it's not.
He's like, like I said, I work with inks, but that's not necessarily the type of ink I work with.
Different type of
What
ink.
about a seabird? Would you recognise a seabird? And, like, just flip it over and be like, look,
Yeah,
this
you
thing.
you know your way around symbols and stuff too,
And
right?
he goes, oh, wait,
Something
yeah,
that looks like that.
I've seen that before, I think. It looks sort of...
It's like
Hold on. And he turns to the halfling and goes, like, slaps him on the thigh. And then he goes, no, he was getting it slightly lower down. He goes, ha, scared ya? And he goes,
Oh, I would have punched him.
we'll finish this up next time, yeah, bro? And he goes,
there's no shame in
Something.
tapping out, buddy.
yeah, he like pays up and then like limps away.
No.
But he's like, yeah, hold on, let me close up. And he like closes the front of the shop and goes and gets some books and brings them back out. They're like art reference and sort of history books about the island and stuff. It's like, I'm sure I've seen that symbol somewhere. The lines at the bottom, they remind me of something.
I think it looks like that.
Yeah. This is a little inky, but
Yeah, so you like draw it out from him. He's like, yeah, I feel like it rings a bell, you know. Hold on, and then he goes like through these books and he spends like 5-10 minutes like really thoroughly reading through, and he goes, oh, here, yeah, look, and there's one little block at the top of a page, discussing. Basically, this is a art of religion book, and there are little sections about each old god. And he's like, oh yeah, this is one of the symbols of the old gods, the great serpent.
the serp. Oh, okay. I thought it looked like a bird. But
I've been calling it a seabird.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's supposed to be like a cartoon version of like a bird or anything. I think, if anything, it's supposed to represent some sort of like forked tongue or like obelisk type structure or
Yes, yeah.
something.
Cool,
Not
cool.
a bird.
Not a bird, no.
Like a seagull.
I'll actually turn to him and say, do you work with strange, I say strange, uncommon alphabets?
I mean, I've tattooed in a few different languages and like alphabets in my time, yeah.
I just show him the cipher in
Yeah,
case
like-
there's anything.
Ooh, sorry friend, not really ringing a bell on that one.
I think it's encrypted in some way.
Seabird.
Oh, then you're completely stuffed, my friend.
This bit is this.
You know, like when you draw a little cartoon bird in the background of a painting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it,
Right,
but I don't
okay.
see it.
So this is this bit.
Yeah.
And then
But it seems like there's something else
there's
here.
something, there's a triangle in between it. But I
Yeah.
don't know what that is. There's
Ah, okay.
something there. Like, it looks like it's like something like that. But
Right.
you can't fully see it. Like, see there?
Take that bit off.
Get rid of
Take
the
away
ink bit.
this ink.
Oh yeah, hang on, let me just fucking whip my magic wand out.
But what does it look like in their book?
It looks
Yeah, nice.
like, hold on.
I was going to say, we've got the symbol.
Yeah, we've got it unmarked.
And we're all just like, what's this?
But what's this bit?
What is the seabird? Why is it coloured in?
Oh, we got a heart attack a minute.
I'm so pissed off about that man in the fucking alley because I know he's nothing.
Rightly so.
Like I know, like
We'll get him.
she
Like,
knows he's nothing,
I
and she knows she
I
could have fucking
literally
killed him and no
looking
one would
at
have
him
cared.
thinking, is Lilith angry or is Cass?
Both.
Both,
Cass
yeah.
is fucking fuming because if
Yeah.
some, can you imagine if someone talked to me?
I
down
know,
the
I know,
street?
I know.
I felt so bad saying it.
I hate you right now.
Let me.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's tits?
That's cool.
They would
Sometimes it is
Interesting.
represented as being like attached to
they
the
would have
top
been
of
a
the
headbutt in
wave,
future,
like
I think.
these
Oh,
two
come
bits,
in.
but
Yeah.
Okay.
sometimes it's also displayed as being separate.
Nice.
I'm gonna would I recognise that guy if I see him again?
Probably.
Good. Remember that urchin I chased for ages?
Next time
Yes.
he goes for
Oh my
a
God,
piss and a
yes.
ciggy in the alley, and there's a fucking pair of tieflings one side, and then like a fox
no, it's
lady
just
with
gonna be
a
me.
pet spider.
You done
lifted
fucked
the
up,
side.
pal.
No, I'm happy.
Or like she just dropped
Just
from.
realised Gonk is still attached to you.
Just there, like,
She ain't
remember me,
leaving.
just the hog, yeah.
She just kind of like.
Time for a hoedown.
Oh, she gonna beat your ass, boy.
Okay, so Great Serpent.
Looks like
Yeah.
ovaries. Do you know, like the little triangle
kinda
bit?
does.
It does a bit.
Um,
Says the Great Serpent, one of the old gods, yeah. I don't know much about the old gods, just sort of the art that represents them, you know?
Well, that's a good start. We can probably ask someone who knows a little bit more about that, but at least we know what we're looking for. So thank you.
I'm glad I could be of assistance, you know?
We'll be back. After I've
Yeah,
lost-
he's definitely going to be back.
After I've
I've already got
started.
ideas for you, my friend.
I look forward to this.
We'll keep an eye out for your brother as well.
I appreciate it, yeah. Thank you.
When I do eventually get someone who'll help.
Hopefully the next time you come here, he'll have snapped out of this little funk, whatever it is, you know, and he'll be back to his jolly old self.
When he
Have you tried slapping him?
I'm not going to strike my brother, no.
I just
Sometimes
kinda-
it makes some of the other girls like out of the sun. Just and they. Oh,
Yeah, me and-
actually, time to be
Me and Hunapa don't really work that way, I won't lie.
is he still here? You know.
Yeah, he's just in like a different room.
When he leaves the shop, where do you guys go? Does he go somewhere else?
You
guys-
I don't think so, no.
You guys
I
bunk
usually
together,
leave
or-
first. I normally leave at about 4 o'clock, and then he works on till sometimes 6 to 8 o'clock, depending on who he's got in, you know. If he's got another client, he'll stay a bit later. But no, he just usually either pops to a shop and then comes home, you know, with some groceries and some knickknacks for the house, or he just comes straight home. And yeah, we live together. We live a few blocks over on one of the higher floors.
But there's a good few hours of the day where he's unaccounted for, and you don't know where he is. Necessarily.
Not that I could prove, but I mean, technically you could check with his clients or like some of the shopkeepers around. But yeah, I mean, I suppose there's a few hours each day that I don't account for him, and of course we sleep in different like rooms entirely. But I'm on one side of the house, he's on the other, so I'm quite a heavy sleeper. I'm a big guy. I sleep on my back and I snore quite loud. I've been told so.
If you want a chat sometime, a few pints, we'd like to stay at the Goblin.
I'm always down for a pint, and that's my go-to pub. That's a good fucking pub. And he goes, oh, sorry. I try not to swear in front of my customers. That's a faux pas, you know.
Yeah, the
How
owner
about
is a
your
bit.
friends?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. I'm trying to keep it on the, on the lesser side. I was told off a lot as a kid for swearing a lot, so I'm trying to be a better person, set the examples for the kiddies, you know. Not my kids, but I mean,
How many
some
kids do you
people
get
bring
in the
them
shop?
into the shop. I don't like it. Don't bring a kid into the shop, please. That's a faux pas. Oh, for God's sake, have a wash first. Not that I'm saying you smell, but again, not washing before tattoo, faux pas.
Yeah.
Smelly
It's
bastards.
fine.
You sweat enough while having one done, please. Done. Fucking. Yeah.
And you get that like warm flush about 2 hours in, and you're like,
Everything's warm and burning.
it's like if I just shit myself or if I got swamp ass.
yeah.
He's just rank.
That was
innit?
a face.
Just rank.
That was a face.
That was funny.
Speaking of the Goblin, Scrimp takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, that old chestnut. Yeah, he's alright. You just gotta stay on his good side, you know?
He
Yeah,
salted me.
You wouldn't have done that without a reason, surely.
there was a towel incident.
Oh, I've had the towel.
You've had the towel.
It fucking hurts. Try getting whipped on a fresh tattoo, you want to?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad at the
I
best of
thought it was
times.
bad when you got whipped on the ass. And he sort of like shows you, like he leans this way and like he doesn't like show his entire ass, but he like lifts he's got like a quite a loose fitting tunic meets like skirt combo almost. Very airy. And he lifts it up again. To be fair, the top of his thigh is sizable, and it's really, really intricate work. And he's like, Hunapo did this, bro. He's a real good guy. You know, he's good at what he does, but that was fresh. And then, like as he moves in like a particular light, you can still see there's like a discoloration in the skin. It's like it won't go away.
The fact that you said arse without her saying that she got whipped on the arse
just
shows
proves.
that's just like his go-to.
Oh yeah, I didn't say where I got.
I feel sorry for poor Shrimp. Imagine growing up in that household.
Oh man,
Shrimp is great.
Shrimp's a good
poor
guy.
guy. We need to take him on like a night out. I think.
Yeah, he
I
was
think we need
drinking
to
with me
take
the other
Shrimp
night.
on a night out.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think you die.
That man's gonna have a heart attack sooner or later.
I said.
I don't understand how you fit so much rage into such a small frame.
The really
I'm lucky
strange,
I'm a big guy. I can get quite jolly and quite angry, you know.
The strange thing with all of that rage, once I've got a few drinks in me, I just really want to hug him. Like, I feel like I could hug away the rage, but
Just pick
I
him
don't
up.
want to try it because I've seen the towel incident.
Maybe if we all hugged him at the same time.
He just whipped. I think he just
we
whipped
could
all
just
of us.
hold
No,
him,
just
stop
really
him from
tight.
getting
I
away.
once saw him
Calm
get a
down.
triple hit in a single swing on 3 guys.
Yeah, see, no, I'm not risking that.
Just all over. One after the other, bro.
He's got
One of them fell over.
He's got an AOE towel.
What if we take this?
Like the idea
And
that he
then
like
hug him.
swings her and slams her on the floor and is like.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We will
If you can
see
try and
soon.
disarm him first, then maybe.
If we do, we'll give you a shout and you can come and hug him with us.
I think I'd probably kill him.
Not crush him, just
I'm a
hug him.
big guy. I'm a powerful hugger. I'll give very good hugs.
Oh, now I gotta ask you to prove it.
You want a hug, bro?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So he like picks you up like without even thinking about it. Just like scoops you up at, like behind your back. Just lifts you up. Gives you like a not painful, but like the firmest, most comfy hug ever.
Bear
He's quite
hug.
a big guy as well, so you just sort of like sink like half an inch like into the flab, and it's the best hug, and he just gives you like a little
I'm
spin.
sad this guy
It
doesn't
looks pretty
Your
exist.
back click. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just gives you like the perfect hug and pops you back
Tattooist /
down.
chiropractor.
Yeah, pops you back down.
Now,
He's like,
now Liz seen you do, she's like, it's like she's probably
He's
never
like-
had a hug before.
yeah, he's like,
Scarius hugs Lilith.
and then he just scoops you both, and he just sort of leans down to you and he goes, I saw a sadness in your eyes there, friend. And he's like, if you ever need a hug, you come back, okay?
She just got like one little thing.
He just like wipes it off and he goes, don't you cry, little one. And he just like pops you both back down, and Scarius is like, oh, actually, yeah. Oh, that was good.
She's just gonna put her hood up and be like, bye. I'm like, no, leave now.
I think I made your friend blush.
And she's left. She's already gone. She's outside.
Look, I hope
If you-
I
Come
hope
back
we
soon,
catch
you know?
around.
Ellis, if you kill him, right, I'm out of the group.
Lilith is
Okay.
just outside kicking
So,
stones around.
That was productive.
Right, we got stuff to do. We got thanks.
Anytime, bro, you come back and get tattooed soon, yeah?
Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah,
the coolest
sure.
looking motherfucker in the West.
Already.
And then he
am,
goes, wait,
but-
no, we're in the East. I was from the West. No, I'm not. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, I lived out West for quite some time and I came back and now I'm still all like higgledy-piggledy, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Although I did come from the west of the island.
Is it them more of the kind of natives over in the west of the island?
Yeah, we tend to be more coastal and we avoid some of the bigger cities, but you know, there's only the one really big city on the island and I had to make a business somehow, you know? You can only tattoo your family members so much.
Yeah, true.
I was running out of room.
Hey, well, I hope it's going well.
Yeah, but yeah, me and bro, we go back and we check in on the family once every month or so. You know, we're pretty close.
Keep an eye on him. Just to make sure.
I will. Yeah.
Pop into the Goblin sometime. I have an idea for enchanted tattoos.
That sounds really cool, bro. Yeah. We'll have to give that a try. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye all.
I head outside.
Are you okay?
I just had some dust in my eye. When I came outside, I tried to get an urchin to look and watch Hunapo. But I think I found someone who's related in a gang, but I didn't stab him.
Was it Ross Kemp?
You keep saying you didn't stab him. That makes me sound more like you did stab him.
I
The more
wanted
that
to.
you say you didn't, the more I'm thinking that maybe
Look,
you
She
did.
just pulls her baby out. She's like, look, does it look like there's blood on this? No. Just puts it back in.
Okay.
I'm not dagger. None.
Like I said, if
It just starts pulling them from everywhere. See?
Yeah.
if you were out here doing stabbing and keeping it all to yourself, I
Not yet.
just would have felt a little bit betrayed.
But he was
that's all.
very rude, so we will have to get him.
You don't stab people without Baxter.
Come on. Like, I'm not a stabber, I'm a hitter, but, you know, I still like to be involved.
You could branch out.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I could... Just kind of starts looking at the handle of the hammer. Maybe a little, you know?
Well, you know, efficiency. It's got the slashing on the one side and the hitting on the other side.
That could be pretty cool. Or maybe some spikes. Just kind of like tapping the metal. Yeah, a couple of spikes. That'd kind of be
Hey, if you-
best of both worlds, huh?
If you want modifications, let me know.
Now
Cool.
that we're outside again, I'm going to see if I can see anybody else.
Okay,
Who's maybe like a bit more,
make a perception check.
like, not a dickhead.
If this one gives him
14.
shit, it gives us shit as well. He's getting stabbed.
Yeah, okay.
Flat.
Same alley, different dude.
Okay.
Or SAD for short.
S-A-double-D.
This one isn't smoking, he's just sort of leaning against the wall, looking up at essentially the table, as if he was looking at the sky, but there's just like a fucking big black rock above him. But he just looks like he's at his wit's end.
No.
You know when you go through like Cardiff or something and you see just one of these people that have gone outside on their smoke break and stand there for an extra 5 minutes just composing themselves.
That's me. I hide in the toilet sometime.
Gonka's got a higher AC than me.
Good. He deserves to live longer. She. Okay.
You should start using Gonk as like a Wonder Woman
Just like
shield.
a, just you. Oh, every time it's hit.
No.
Don't your head gone.
Don't do it.
No. I can't do that.
It's just
Okay.
oi, fucker, oi, ow, oh, can, oh. It's just like sorry, wrong voice box module.
Okay, stay here.
Okay.
Just watch out for guards.
Just gonna stand at the end of the alley.
Not so obviously.
Just like really suspiciously and obviously.
Not so
Yeah,
obviously.
Okay.
It's also got the same strength as me.
In fact,
And I just
Go
rolled
go
for-
over there and just watch. And she just like makes you go and stand over by the tattoo shop, so you're like
Okay,
opposite. So you can
Just
just
stood there,
just
like,
stand
Bax likes to
there
watch.
Holding the
and
hammer.
just watch.
Yeah, so
Um,
you're just like this little fucking sentinel outside. I'm gonna fucking smash him.
Let's go. I'm just
Um,
looking for trouble at this point.
I'd do the same again essentially if I can't see
Yeah.
that there's no mark.
You don't see anything because I think it's on the left side, isn't it? And he's like you can only see his right side. But you say the line, and he doesn't respond like how how you'd expect someone to respond. He's like, "Howdy, miss. What can I do for you?"
I may have a job for you.
And then he sort of like double takes you, and then looks you up and down a little, and then he's like, "Doesn't this normally work the other way?"
Yeah, but I'm branching out.
Huh. What's up?
I need you to watch Hunapo.
Who?
And I just described the guy in the
Yeah, so
tattoo
they
shop.
point at me. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, right. Yeah, I've walked past her a few times.
I need you to kind of like follow him around and not get seen and see what he's up to.
Why?"
I think he's cheating on me.
He's like, "That fucking scumbag.
I know.
Fucking hate people like that, dude." Yeah, sure.
Good cover.
What's in it for me though?
I'll give you 3 gold. I'll
Shit.
give you 1 now, and then the other 2 when you've come back to me and told me any information you find.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
information. Not
Are you-
even.
Do I just wait here until you come back?
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right. Just, I love the idea. You're like, right at the end of the campaign, it cuts back and he's like, hello?
The city's in
Yeah,
ruins.
everyone's dead, like the big party wipe, there's like old gods parading the earth or whatever, and it's just, hello? I'm still here. But yeah, he's like, sure, am I allowed to at least like go get food now and again? Like, do I have to stay like right here? What if I have to
No.
shit?
No, shit in the alley. Don't pretend you haven't done that before.
I try not to.
Anyway, yeah, you can go and get food and stuff. I just mean like follow him after work and see who goes in when his brother's not there and that sort of stuff. I think he might be cheating on me with a man.
Okay. Wait.
A man with spidery tentacle tattoos.
I'm so glad you said tattoos on the end of that.
Specific. Either way, wait, so if I'm supposed to follow him, then I'd leave here. But then what if you come back and I'm not here? When do I meet you back here for the other 2 gold?
At the end of the festival.
That's like 5 days from now.
Do you want the money or not?
Yeah.
Basically, just drop back in. If I'm not here, then you can carry on with your business.
Okay.
Cool. She just flicks you a pound.
A pound. Here's a quid.
Have a
Don't
quid.
spend it all at once.
And then just walks off.
he's just staring at you really confused. He's just like, I made money. He's like, he just pockets it and stands there with a bit of like reinvigorated purpose in life.
Good for him.
There we are.
Good for him.
I've got someone watching the tattoo shop. As I've come back to you lot. Someone's
Garrus
watching the
is
tattoo
standing
shop.
there looking intimidated by Gonk, apparently.
Like you've suddenly realised what you've just created. It's like a
Nothing
proper
is stronger than
Frankenstein
me.
meets monster
And
moment.
who you've given it to.
Yeah.
So I've just removed 1 gold. There we are.
Cool.
I paid someone to stake out the Hunapo.
Great.
I hope he's not involved in this. I hope it's just some kind of personal thing going on.
I may have said that he might be cheating on me. Just for you all to be aware if someone asks.
I didn't know you guys were a thing.
I didn't either.
That's good cover. I like that.
Okay.
When in doubt, whore it out.
And people, they're not going to ask too many questions. They're just going to be like, "Oh, that's messy. I don't want to get involved." You know,
Yeah,
it's
so
it's
you
good.
just-
It's good.
Yeah, I've covered myself quite a bit.
Where next? I feel like we've hit kind of a dead end with
I
this.
feel like we
Yeah.
need to go and see
Aerolith.
Roz and the girls and see if we can find anyone with the, if they've know anyone with tattoos of that sort and where to find them.
Okay.
That's my
I could also do with somewhere, just sitting somewhere and having a bit of food and a bit of rest.
I don't mind finding the girls, but I really do think that that our best bet is tracking down Aerolith.
Do you want to, maybe if you know where to find them, you can tell them that we'll meet them at the Goblin. We can talk over a couple of drinks, see if they know anything, and if not, then try and get in touch with Aerolith. Maybe?
the thing is I don't know where they'll be.
You guys need these.
Yeah. Really do.
How do you have like somewhere that you organized to be like a meeting place, knowing that you're all going to be out in the city doing your thing?
Yeah, but not until like the end of the week.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, there's a main place that everyone goes, I guess.
I suppose just
Right.
I guess they're going to be going where the business
Pleasure
goes.
Palace.
They're going to
I
be
mean-
following the crowds.
When I used to go like hunting and stuff in the wilds, I used to have like a call, like a bird. Like, do you have anything like that, like a caw kind of thing? No,
That's what it was.
just a wild. Is that just a wild thing?
Just Fox lady standing out on a like in the forest, just going.
It's like that fox thinks it's a bird.
Oh, it's confused, bless it.
No,
Silly mammal.
but there's like a center that everyone goes to when they have to, give in their share and stuff, I guess.
We could check there.
Do you want to check there?
I mean, I mean, I think it may be a good idea because there's lots of people there that may have seen something.
I just had a really strange vision, like out of character, like when they're trying to find each other. Do you know, like the Batman symbol? But they just like release their breasts and it just like
Huge laser beam. And then Roz's one just sort of like wonks to the left and is brown.
Poor Roz.
Like the laser beam in the sky is just like, it's just gone all a bit wrong, a bit mouldy, you know?
Oh.
Look, if you're comfortable doing that, then that's probably going to be the best place.
I mean, we could go in if you didn't want to.
I don't know if they allow you in.
Okay, well, it's on you.
I mean, we can try. The worst thing, they'll say no. And maybe beat the shit out of me. But that's fine.
Is one far from you?
These performer guilds are really serious.
It seems less funny now. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, lead the way.
To the Petrocini Pleasure Palace then? That's like the place. Okay, so we will head to Mama Petrocini's Pleasure Palace after the break. We need a short rest. Hello, welcome back. Before the break, we popped into a tattoo shop and had a chat with the locals. And now we are off to Madame Petrocini's Pleasure Palace.
Woo!
Where they train all the actresses and dancers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Sure thing, Grandma. Let's
Yeah,
get
this
you
is gonna be one of those things where the Band-Aid's gonna get ripped off real fucking quick.
No,
Like,
stop.
there's no way around this.
It is. You stay outside.
Yeah, it's a good
Keep guard.
few blocks. No, a good few blocks away is towards the palace, the actual King's Palace. A little more. Part of the reason it was named the Petrocini Pleasure Palace was a bit tongue-in-cheek to sort of as a middle finger to the king, for they have no love for his rule. But yeah, you guys make your way over and you're met with
On the way, can we
Oh, go on.
see if we see anyone I know? In terms of, like, maybe any of the girls or anything like that?
make a perception check
Because if we
to
don't
sort
need
of
to go there, then I'd rather not. Just
Fair.
throw that in.
I'd really rather not.
Not 20.
Ooh. I mean, you can definitely confirm that you don't see them on the way.
Ooh.
Like, you know for sure they weren't there. That's just one of those times where it's like, oh, that feels bad.
Okay,
But
I'm willing to be persuaded to wait outside, but I think you'll have to roll against me for it. Roll persuasion and I'll do charisma. Is it? Would that work?
Tell you, just keep guard.
yeah, just a regular charisma.
Unless you want to deceive me,
check.
at which point I'll give you insight.
Unless we just take you inside and then I'm like, it's fine, this is not where we work, this is just
Okay.
something else, these are just people I know.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see when we get how bad it is when we go in.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the notes on the Petrocinis.
Slash if they've had
We walk in, we're like, oh, this is a brothel, wrong place.
Oh, bugger! Pretty sure I saw a penis.
Damn.
Oh no, where's the family
You said
tree?
that I worked here, you just said that there was people I know. So.
I found myself walking around just going, Archibald. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
maybe
really
we'll
want a cat
find
called
him.
Archibald.
Maybe we'll find
How
him.
nice would it be to
You'll
have
be
a
in the
fat cat
brothel.
You'll
called
be in.
Archibald?
That's where
I
he
do
is.
like that. That's a good
where
cat name.
Archibald's gone. He needs to get away from
Archibald.
Kesra.
Archibald's in the pleasure palace.
Oh my god.
He is still missing, by the way.
But like, Archibald is not here,
Oh
babe.
shit. Did he never come back?
No, he never did.
No.
Oh fuck.
They sent the boys out to go looking for him, remember?
Oh yeah. Oh god. Oh no, Archibald.
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 the
no.
thing is, if we don't find him, then you could potentially be the new
Oh
Archibald.
god, no. No, no, no.
Also, I'm really scared that he's like disappeared and won't take tea back for Kesra, and Kesra's gonna have a fucking turn.
I imagine like Kezra's like he's all like, "Oh, look at me, I'm Kezra," and then if he gets angry, he gets angry.
Turns into a dragon or something.
Ironfoot stayed back though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ironfoot
Yeah, he
stayed
did.
back. And then he was basically like, if I have to be the new Archibald, I'll fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Stay strong, brother.
Oh my god, wait.
Nobody wants to be the Archibald.
Oh, it's probably in this one, isn't it? I always forget the folder that I gave you guys as like the info for players, and I always forget to check in there. I'm like, why isn't it in where it should be? And then I'm like, oh, it's because I didn't copy it across. I moved it because then I didn't have to edit 2 files. I only had to edit 1. But yeah, I've got the family tree now. Thank fuck for that. I was like, I cannot remember their names. Right, so on the approach to the Pleasure Palace, it is one of the taller tables. So it's 5 stories, and it has an additional 5 stories on top. But this is built all as like one continuous building, and the table is very much incorporated into the facade of the building. It's not sort of built underneath. It's like these are the actual corners of the walls. It's like built right up to it. And there is a sort of like parody, like pseudo turret at each corner of the building, like right up on top, with these like silly little like streamer ribbons instead of flags coming off it. And the windows are all stained glass with rather suggestive imagery, and it is heavily armed and guarded. There's where the bottom like 4 floors of the table then come in slightly before going further, so there's almost like a rampart going around the top, and that just has like loads of heavily armored dudes with bows. It's like, if anything, if there's a place you want to hide during a raid or an invasion, it's not the palace, it's this palace.
Right.
It's like no one's getting in or out without being watched by at least 6 armed people.
Probably a bit more fun as well.
But there's some
Definitely a lot more to do.
there's like some fancy, like almost like a red carpet outside as well. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely been trodden on, and this building has been used quite a lot in the last few days, shall we say. But there's like a line of patrons, and there's people coming and going. There's like men, women galore, just in next to no clothes, like dancing outside. Like they don't shy away from this at all. It is very brash and brazen and in your face. So yeah, you may approach if you wish. Hold on to your pants, everyone.
See,
Before we even like as we're approaching, I'm like, oh, look at this place. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's where we're going, in there.
Oh, I see the dancers are outside.
Yeah, they are.
So how are we going to approach this? Are you going to go first?
On foot, I was thinking, probably. So I'm just trying to cut the tension here. I'm going to take a step back.
do I
That was
recognise
Taff, not
any-
Bax. That was, oh shit.
Do I recognise any of them?
You recognize like a few of the guards, but not as like people you know, but just faces you've seen at other establishments that clearly they've called in to this one for this event. And like a few of the dancers you recognize the face of, but again, none that you've specifically talked to. You've been quite sheltered from the like exotic dance side of the Pleasure Palace. You are usually sent out to various places by what is essentially a pimp that you have to report to. So this part of the business you've not really had a
But
lot
wouldn't
of
he or she
contract
be
with.
there?
Maybe.
But not at the gates.
Not guaranteed,
No,
and definitely
that's
not
what I'm
outside.
gonna-
But it's you know they should be in and around the city, and you know that you've got to meet them at the end of the week to give the share. And you know that pretty much at any time they could just sort of swoop in on you because they have their methods. but you don't know for certain where in the city, if at all, they might be in a different part of the island or whatever. Because there are other, like, larger settlements, not larger than this city, but larger than your average settlement on the island.
But if I was to like say to one of the guards about Roz or one of the other girls, would they know what was
They'd probably know Roz. Everyone
Everybody
knows Roz.
Roz.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got like a calling card or like papers or something to get us inside?
Yeah.
Is there male?
I mean, don't they know
well?
you're famous?
Not as famous as some of the other ones.
Okay.
They work with a lot of talent.
As you
I can see.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try and see if
So
either my pimp is there or if we can do I know their name or
the pimp you only refer to as what was it?
Pimp to see.
When you were starting out, did you have to dance outside like
It's
this?
just Scrap. SKREP. That's all you refer to them as.
okay, and then so I guess I'd ask about him.
Yeah.
And
So
if no
as
one-
you're approaching the front to try and talk to someone, there's a guy in a leather pair of underwear with the is it Zardoz? Is that his name? The red bandolier vibe with the mustache, and he's dancing up to you. He's like, "Do you want to have a good time, love?
No.
No, you, little one.
No, I'm good.
I can
thanks.
toss
Don't
you
call
around
me
like
that.
a
Don't.
fucking ball."
Don't. I wouldn't. Thank you.
He's like, "I've never done it with a fox, but any business."
We're a bit busy at the moment. Piss off.
He's like, "You've got a big sack. Do you want to have a go?"
That's actually a bag, not a sack.
Have a bag.
It is not a haversack. It is a bag.
Have a bag.
I have a bag.
I've got one too. You want to see it?
I said, piss off.
We're here on business, not that kind of business. Thank
He
you.
starts as you sort of start walking past him, he's sort of twerking but moving towards you, sort of butt scooching along, he's just following. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Just ignore him. He'll
Pretty
go away.
sure. Thank you.
You dance better than that guy.
Ignore him. He'll go away.
Sure enough, he gets
As
bored.
soon as you
And then you
realise
can
he's
see
not gonna pay,
yeah,
he's
you
gonna be
can
like,
see him
"Ah."
pestering other people. And there's
There we are.
there's almost like a hen party looking group of sort of middle-aged women behind you. Most of them human, and they are fucking loving it.
Of course they are.
He's dancing around him, grinding on him, and they're just flicking silver at him. He's fucking loving it.
There we are.
Yeah,
Just
so
carry it on.
he's
No,
been
we're sold.
disarmed.
Bash that one off.
Yeah, so you get to the front towards some of the guards, and the line of patrons trying to get in. There's a guy, "Hey, no, cut the line! What the fuck is this? You can't let them in!"
Wait a minute, is that Ezra?
Okay.
Archibald!
They're cheating, Archibald!
Hey, what the fuck is this? You cannot cut the queue. What the hell?
Bitch, I am the queue.
Perfect.
You can just hear a murmuring in the crowd, and the guard is like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's a queue for a reason."
Yeah, but surely you don't need to queue if you work.
Oh, you're working here?
Yeah.
Let me see your credit. No, what's the word? Accreditation? Is that what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
the
Credentials.
Credentials?
credential. Let me see your
Credentials.
credentials.
Should just
Yeah,
pull
does
the
that.
hair to a side and...
Flash your tits.
He's like, "Are these with you?
Yes.
Good business."
Business.
And he turns to the three of them and goes, "Have fun."
I'm sure we will.
I'm looking for Scrap.
Yes, so am
Do you know
I.
if he's here?
He was here yesterday, but he's not here today at the moment.
What about Roz?
She has passed through a few times.
Is she
Maybe
here
she's
now?
up on one of the upper floors. I don't know.
Fuck no,
Have you
no
seen
more
any of
walking.
Roz's shows? They're great.
Yeah.
There's a memory there.
If you're into that,
And
I
then the other
guess.
guard just sort of nudges him, and he's like, he's like, "Yeah,
Lots of people have seen Roz's shows.
I'm sure.
she's a fucking wild one, that one."
What about like I would mention it? Oh, sorry. What about any of the other girls? And like I mentioned their names.
The other one pipes up and he's like, don't know anyone by that name. Janae is a pretty common name as well. It's just one of those names, you know, and they're growing up and like they say, oh, my name's Janaea, and you're like, you're going to be a prostitute. It's just one of them stripper names, you know. We've got about 9 Candices in there.
What about...
And 4 Roxys.
What about...
Sorry, Candace and Roxy.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, what was their name?
Not a Janaeus, though.
There's also a goblin called Smaggle.
That's
Not a common
interesting.
name, but it's just a funny one I like to
Should we
mention.
just go in and take a look around?
Yeah?
This guy doesn't know shit.
Doesn't know shit, you're right. But maybe say that a bit quieter.
Well, he didn't hear me.
I mean, I did, but
You didn't hear me, right?
that's like the 3rd fight I would have been in today, and I just haven't got the time for it at the moment.
That's fair. Let's just say I won.
He turns to his mate and he goes, he hasn't been in a fight today yet.
Does he
He's
look
like-
tough?
Yes, and very heavily armored. Like, these
Yeah.
guys are fucking, like, nose to toes just completely plated out to the point where they have to sort of A-pose with their weapons.
Let's not make things awkward for
Okay,
for
now
Lilith
let's
at
say
work.
that it was a draw then. And we can shake hands on that.
Shall we go then?
Sheathes his sword and is like,
Yeah, there we go. Good match. Good match.
pulls his
Yeah.
sword back
Oh,
out.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning, you know.
And then he goes, if you have a night with Rosie, you'll feel it in the morning.
Yeah. Well, inside?
She performs all night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for hours.
That one will
Can't
go
do
until the
this
sun
anymore.
comes up and then just keep going.
Wow.
Talented.
I'm gonna take these two aside. Just stay there.
Okay.
You know, this is it. This is breakpoint. This is not going. This can't go any further. Once he
No.
goes inside, he's gonna
No.
know exactly what's going on.
Will he, though?
Maybe
Are you
not
being like
actually.
subtle about this at all?
No, I've just said, Scarius, go over there.
You talk to the guards a second.
I guess you can use my passive perception if it.
I think you'd be too like enthralled about what everyone's doing. Like, what?
There is a lot of like stimulus, like
Yeah.
bright lights and people dancing and stuff.
What's
So
the noise?
Stimulus
Lots of-
and stimulation.
yeah,
Um,
this, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you get
You're just
approached.
staring at that guy's leather pants.
Yeah, you
Also-
get approached by a few more men and
If-
women trying to get on a business.
If we do tell him, what was his name?
And a rather burly half-orc woman.
The guy who was.
Impressive crab ladder.
What's the guy? The god's name? What's his name?
Theus.
Theus. He wanted to be in on us telling him. In fact, the whole deal was he was supposed to tell him.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sure he's watching. Probably. That's what gods do, right? They're kind of always there, always watching.
Hey,
Are they?
Scarius, how do you feel about standing outside and keeping guard?
I mean, sure, I guess.
Okay. We'll be as quick as we can.
One of them goes, what are we, fucking Scotch eggs?
Shut up.
But can
And then
you
he goes, wait, that's not the saying, is he? What is he? He goes,
just imagine his face, though?
He's like, she like whispers to you, she's
It's
like,
gonna be worth it.
if you take him in here and destroy this for us. She's like, he's a virgin.
The boss of him just
Stay
hung up.
out here. Just like,
He's like, but I thought he had a night with Roz.
no, just needs to stay out here. You need to look after him out here. Because his little mind will implode.
I think I'm actually going to be a guard, so like
Yeah.
as I'm leaving, I'm like pointing to my ear
Yeah.
anyway.
The
I'll
Kajala's
be
got
in
double
touch.
range. Also, when you said about like the Theus thing, were you like gonna actually try and like call him now? Or
No, I
like,
think that
later?
was.
I can't remember.
This is why Scarus needs to stay outside because Theus wants to know, wants to watch.
I didn't Theus give us a way of contact. Oh no, that was no. Yeah, that was Herald.
You said he'll just sort of like
Appear
be
when we
there
need,
when-
we need him.
when the winds of chaos demand he be somewhere.
Look
Now,
at him
the
standing
issues
there.
we
You
have-
look,
I sort of wish
so
it wasn't,
sad.
because that a really
Yeah.
funny idea.
The issue we have is we either leave him outside and someone else tells him, or we take him inside and we know where he is with us.
We can't miss it if he does find out. He needs to come with us.
There's some serious like protecting my innocence here going on, which is I'm touched.
I know. And I whisper to you through the thing, Scarius,
Yes.
when we go inside, they're all.
You just sent me outside.
No, when we go inside.
Yeah,
When
she's
you
actually
go-
stood like
No,
10
we're
feet
going
away
to take
from
you inside. We've decided
Oh,
because we
okay.
need protection inside.
Okay, and I just start walking back.
Okay, just listen a second. When we go inside, they're all getting ready for a big performance.
Okay.
So they're really into what they're doing. So just play along.
They're method acting.
They're literally method acting. So you just need to
Don't tell him to play along.
play along in terms of don't involve yourself in any of it, because obviously you're not one of the actors.
Yeah,
Play
well,
along. Play along.
I'm a terrible
See-
actor.
See
So
where the
just-
winds take you.
So just observe it, but be aware that it's.
I mean, if they need extras, but
I'm sure they have enough,
okay.
but just
There's
for
no
you
way
to-
this can go wrong.
They're always looking for more, though.
just shut up. Just for them to, for you to be aware.
Am I still standing in the street?
No, we're all there.
Okay.
Like we're all.
Okay.
Are we having this
Yeah.
conversation like as we're going
Yeah.
inside?
Just like it's going to be very, very different, just because they're all method acting.
Okay. You getting this, guys?
Yep.
I told them earlier.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
already know. Okay.
There is no way you can prepare Scarius for what's about to come next.
And
So,
action.
yeah, you guys are walking through this dimly lit corridor with like purple flames in braziers. It's very mood setting, you know. Actually, speaking of mood, I wonder if there's a whorehouse option on Pocket Bard.
Pocket Bard. Pocket Bard.
There's a dungeon lay.
Dungeon way. Yes.
What kind of dungeon?
Just put combat on.
It's just some brass.
Nice.
Sneaky.
This is
I
You got
feel
any
like I,
purple
I
lights?
should.
You got any purple lights?
If I had known we were going here, I would have found some royalty-free, like, bardcore.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
feel
a
like I'm
full-on,
gonna
like,
get
loop.
stabbed with a knife, not a penis.
Yeah, hold on. That's definitely the wrong vibe. Maybe if I just crank the intensity slider all the way up. With some... No, that's birds. We don't want birds. Wrong kind of birds. But yeah, you head through this, like, essentially a little tunnel. And at the end is a purple portal. Like, it's sort of, as you go in, it, like, dog legs left, and there's a portal. You've known of this. It essentially leads to the other areas of the building that has, like, an enchantment on it. The Mama Petrocini's Pleasure Palace, fuck, why did I name it this? Isn't just the biggest brothel on the island, and one of the biggest single buildings on the island in general. It is the single biggest brothel on the face of the planet,
Wow.
and is magically enchanted and goes on for miles.
So it's like the TARDIS, but like a brothel.
Yeah, it's sort of like, if it was TARDIS, it would be like tits and rubbing dicks in space. So, oh wait, tits, asses, rectums, dicks in space.
What are you on about?
TARDIS.
Well done. Well done.
So yeah, you go through this little purple portal, and you essentially get teleported to what feels like
This is gonna go well in with the mood, but I'm boiling.
like a Greek courtyard vibe, which is weird because obviously all the stone around you has been black till now, but now it's proper white, you know, marble. Lovely place. Currently a very large orgy going on. Just people in large piles writhing.
they're really into it.
Method acting.
I cover gonks, like, so she don't see.
You know, dance is a very expressive medium. It's.
I can't open the doors.
Anyway, where are we going?
You
Okay.
actors are really into each other.
Oh no, these are not the actors. This is a different area.
Okay.
This is the the lowest of the low.
Hey,
area. We
whatever
need to
goes
carry
on backstage.
Where are we going, Lilith?
Yeah, so this courtyard is split up like a clock, essentially, where you've come in at the 6 o'clock. And then there's sort of big triangle wedges between each path going to all the different clock points, with sofas and futons and blankets and stuff all over the, like, it's grass, but it's like magically created pseudo grass to set the outdoor vibe, you know.
Magic astroturf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just without the sand, because.
Yeah, sharp. Imagine the bit.
Oh no, you don't want to.
Oh.
Into the blankets. But it goes into like a fountain at the center. Then obviously like each of the different shoots goes to like a different zone, with like a theme, and then there's like one at 12 o'clock, so directly opposite, that's for staff.
What are the themes?
One is Egyptian-ish. One is like Blast Loom and Blast Fall, so much more like Oriental. One of them is Deep Sea. One of them is like Wooded Wilderness. Hang on, I'm running out. Hang on, let me count. Way Out, Staff, Egyptian, Oriental, Sea, Woodland. One of them is themed around like space and stars because of like a lot of stargazing.
Nice.
One of them is Hell. One is the Underdark. One is like similar but more like caverns and like rocky and sort of caveman vibes. One is I'm running out of fucking ideas, dude. Snowy Mountain Pass.
Cool.
And
Very good. Very good.
Wouldn't that leave the door that we came from?
You counted way out.
yeah,
You counted
no,
way
I
out.
counted
Oh, wait.
So
number
that's the
one.
one next
yeah.
to the way out.
Yeah, so number 1 and 2 was not actual 1 and 2 on the clock, but like the first 2 I numbered were way out in staff, and then finally we have balls. I'm running out of analysis.
Circus.
Swamps.
Swamps.
It's the one
Elephant
themed
ship.
after the one themed after the marsh glades.
I think I slight some
I
swamps in
actually
it.
like.
Just
Who is going down the swamp corridor? Who's?
I actually like nudge Briley, and I'm like, if I didn't know better, I'd think that they were actually having sex.
Although the hell door does look intriguing.
Oh no.
As you
I
say
mean,
that,
acting.
someone moans very, very loudly, very near you.
Yeah, she's overacting.
Quiet place.
Shut your mouth, Archibald.
Quiet, please.
and she's just like go.
Go. Are we headed to the staff corridor?
go.
I actually like nudge Lilith and like, they're doing it too much.
Yes. I think that's why there's people watching to tell them they're doing it too much.
Oh, there's definitely people
Gotcha.
watching.
Yeah, so then those people
Yeah.
will give them feedback afterwards.
Yeah. Wasn't very believable.
No.
Just a bunch of people in cuck chairs with notepads. Oh, this has gone off the rails so fucking.
Go over there.
Okay, yeah, so you're like ushering them along.
Yeah.
This character's just like, this looks real to me, guys. Yeah, you go around the fountain.
They're wearing party pants. It's not actual real pants.
Which one did you?
We're going to the staff.
Yeah, so you're going from 6 to 12,
Right.
up to the
Shut up, Bobby.
the staff.
Cough
so-
quieter.
Quiet
you
place.
you get stopped by guards again, show them the neck, and you take these 3 through. Again, it's like another portal thing, and there's like it's almost like an exhibition hall in a way, where there's a lot of people, like a lot of.
Oh no.
No, I don't mean exhibitionist. I mean like an actual, like event space.
Okay.
Okay, that was a fucking poor choice of words on my behalf. I mean more. There's like a lot of desks and tables and stuff where people are like getting ready in mirrors, and like there's wardrobes and like the sort of panel dividers. It's a relatively low ceiling in this area, but there's just a lot of people moving around, getting ready, leading people back and forth. There's groups of the guards that are on break playing cards and dice. There's some more important people within the crime family towards the back that you can spot that are up on like a riser, so they're above their subordinates. A couple of them are playing cards as well, but some of them are just like huddled around talking.
Lily's not even looking up there. She's just like blatantly avoiding making eye contact.
Yeah, there's still a lot of flesh on display, but there's no actual acts going on here.
Do I recognise anyone?
You definitely recognise a few of the faces. A few of the girls you do recognise from having worked like alongside them before, like sort of because they split the gang into almost like pods of like having like one guy that controls the pod who has like 5 subordinates that all have 5 subordinates. It's basically a pyramid scheme within a pyramid scheme type of thing.
Within a simulation.
Within a KFC, within a Taco Bell. And
They all sell Avon.
your pimp sells Avon. Yeah, so
I was going to say sorry, Avon, but I'm not.
Never mind.
fuck them. There's definitely girls that have worked in your sort of like pod before that you recognise. None of your immediate like crew jump out straight away. But
You don't want Roz jumping out.
or anything jumping out from Roz.
Yeah, more than likely.
And knowing Roz as well, she just fall from the ceiling into the splits. Like,
Do we start asking around?
Yeah, I guess so. But you don't really want to be caught in your asking questions.
Okay, I'll let you take the lead then.
Is there anyone who I would notice who I'd know would give information, if that makes sense?
make a perception check. And the other 3 of you like...
Natural 20.
Nice. You notice as well that clearly because you're all brand new faces to everyone there's like a bit of side-eyeing going on, and like when you trail behind Lilith a little too far, you get like even more stern looks, or like you feel that when you group up with her, they don't give you quite as much attention.
And try and keep as close as possible.
But yeah, there's a lot of people, and like there's a moment where you're like dragging the hammer slightly, and like a woman in a feather boa and little else like trips over it in like 6-inch high heels and nearly breaks her knees.
Sorry, shit.
She's like, watch where you're fucking going, dickhead! Fuck! I've had a shit day! And then she like climbs onto like a chair, sits down, and she's like, whoo!
And I sling it over my shoulder instead. Try and keep it off the ground.
All right.
You're coming on
Come
with
on,
me
you're coming with me.
Max, no, bad.
Spray him with water bottle.
No, leave.
Down, Max, down.
Yeah, you take a bit of a look around. You sort of do like a snaking pattern around the sort of dressing space and spot what is her name? Maria? Yeah, the Janaea's twin sister, the one who's more like less valley girl and more like sort of Californian Mexican vibe.
Yeah.
She's currently oiling her legs.
Nice.
She's clothed,
Yeah.
but she's just oiling her
I mean,
legs.
Lilith wouldn't care if she wasn't. She'd just be.
Yeah, no. But I mean, for his sake.
Yeah.
Scarius is also oiling his legs.
She just like sits next to her, and she's like, question.
Oh, hola, Lilith.
Hi. Have you seen anyone, or been with anyone recently, who has weird tendril spidery tattoos?
There was one guy who had a spider on his chest as a tattoo, but it was very mangled.
Okay, what did it look like?
Just sort of like a squash spider, like poorly done.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
That sounds familiar.
That does sound right. As in, that sounds like what they were on about.
Yeah.
Well, where did you meet? Do you know his name?
I think it was something like Jim. I don't fucking know. You know we don't take down names.
I know. I'm just wondering.
Was it an actual spider? That the
Yeah, it was like
guy
a
had?
drawing of a spider, but really badly done. It looked like it'd been sort of squashed onto his chest.
Do you know where I'd find him?
I think he said he was a dock worker.
He owes me money, that's all.
Okay.
This is gonna kill me. Where do I know that from?
Make a history check. I'll help you out, boy.
I remember that, but it's not the cultist, is it? It was something else.
History. 19.
Yeah. Basically, you do recall that I can't remember exactly who said it to you, but there was just like some guy down at the dock who had like a really shit tattoo of a spider on his
yes.
chest.
I remember somebody saying
that
this.
he had it done when he lost it. Oh, he was Shrimp.
Shrimp, yeah,
Shrimp
Shrimp
told
told
me he
us.
like lost a bet and had like a shit spider
Yes.
drawn on his
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah. And it's just the guy wasn't even a tattoo artist.
No,
it was just like,
like his
Yeah,
drunk mate.
that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the cultist.
There was one guy who had like I don't know, like a big octopus tattoo with like tentacles, but not like tendrils.
Okay. Can we spread the word to look out for something like that? It's not my place to ask.
And she's like, oh, I remember you from the ship. You
Yeah.
ate like a pig.
Well, yeah, nice to see you too.
And she just continues oiling her legs.
Hi, Maria.
Yeah, he's like,
I love it so
she's
much.
like, oh, you remember my name?
Sure, you made quite the impression.
Some interesting company you keep, Lilith.
Better than most times.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Perhaps this one will be a good influence on you.
Maybe. Still find myself.
And then
here.
she turns back. She's like, sorry, I didn't quite get your name.
Scarius.
Interesting name, different. Not heard that before. But sure, I'll keep an eye out.
While we were coming through all
She's
of
like side eyeing you slightly, and like gives you a little grin as she like oils the bottom part of her leg. Like that's all it. Like these women are so battered down and beaten that you just remembering her name has made her day.
Oh.
Oh. I was gonna say that. I was like, I thought you meant like she wanted him. I was gonna hold his hand to be like, Scarius, darling, come here.
Don't ruin this for me. I can totally join the orgy.
When we were walking through, did we see anyone with any sort of tattoos? Considering there was lots of naked
Yeah, there was
people.
plenty of tattoos. None that jumped out as being particularly tendrily. Although you did recognise on, or like the style of some of them, on a dwarven fellow. It wasn't Ironfoot, but you can almost assume it was one from the Ironfoot battalion because he had that sort of like geometric dwarven carving meets
It's like Sailor.
Sailor Jerry tattoos. So but the issue was it was on an arse that was up in the air. You're like, hey, that's it. Oh, wait a minute.
On one of the overactors.
Yeah,
I'll take everyone like into
he's got
the
2
corner
jobs.
a bit,
He's a masonry and an actor.
and I'm just like, right. Doesn't seem like we're gonna get much information here.
Well, at least they can, keep an eye.
Yeah, but also.
And I'll tell the girls if I see them.
Thank you.
So why? They owe you money?
Yeah. OS money.
We
hey.
could always when Scrap comes back, we could tell him.
I would say be careful if you see them, because they seem quite dangerous.
Appreciate it.
Not my sort of. Not money. Not that sort of money. Gambling debts.
No, I see. I mean, part of it will go to Scrap anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but as soon as he knows he's going to get more involved, and I don't really want him more involved than he needs to be.
Fair enough. I'll trust you on this one.
Thanks, Maria. And as I'm like shuffling you all along.
I don't know.
Oh.
What?
I just don't know about this scrap person, that's all.
Oh, he's basically,
Is he like your agent?
yeah, that's the word, yeah. Like my manager,
Okay.
yeah. So he finds work,
Why do they call him Scrap?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you do, but you don't have to tell them. It's because he has a big iron plate on his jaw and like iron teeth on the bottom row.
That's cool.
Like it
Scary,
was
but cool.
completely ripped off his jaw, and he had one fastened out of
By Roz.
iron.
Okay.
Roz done it.
Yeah, Ross.
Well, knowing you guys, he's got an eye for talent.
I don't think he has much choice.
Oh. Oh, did the guild hire him and...
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay, we need to leave now.
10-year contract.
I just had a thought. Is there like an age thing to get in here?
No.
There's not?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering.
What do you mean? Is there an age thing to get in?
Like, do you need to be older than a certain age to get in?
I suppose that depends on race.
Yeah, I guess so.
They are very lax
I was
on
gonna say,
the
like-
rules.
Like, nobody checked on it, like an ID or anything.
However,
on the
it's
door.
more of a
That's-
case of if they see that you are like a full-on like child, that's off. But like teens of whatever age, it's more of a case of they might go missing.
if
I mean,
old enough.
you
It's
shouldn't,
like
you
if
shouldn't
you
be bringing
wander in
your
when you
kids to these
shouldn't be.
shows anyway.
No, God, no.
I mean, I've been coming back and forth since I was little, I guess. So
It's just the
it
fact
depends
that,
on,
nobody
like,
checked.
people not, because you were with me, I guess you got in, whereas they'd probably ask if you weren't.
Yeah, you actually know that Gida was a teen that just sort of like wandered in, that suddenly went missing. It was a case of wrong place, wrong time. She got scooped up and put to work.
Okay.
Just wondering.
There's
So-
actually an upper age limit. No pensioners, fuck off.
Roz, that's why Roz isn't in.
Roz, no, Roz is the upper age limit. Just nobody's nobody's
no
allowed
one
to
who
be
was
older
born
than Roz.
before Roz is allowed
Are
in.
your tits lower than Roz is? If they are, you're not allowed in. Okay. Well, at least that's something covered, hey, I guess.
That's another dead end.
Yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't say dead end because at least now we've got sort of eyes on the inside, you know.
Yeah, but now they're watching us as well.
I suppose. I am a little bit very aware that we were talking about all of this stuff in front of the tattooist's brother. So he could probably, if he's in the cult, he could probably just be going to tell his cult friends right now.
Yeah, but I've got someone watching them.
Okay.
I hope he's not in the cult. That would be sad.
Lilith is just very aware that we're just stood there talking about stuff and everyone's around.
Yeah, you're just sort of like in the middle of one of these like
now.
aisles, and there's just all these like half-naked people trying to
Yeah.
push past you,
Like,
and
can we just
every now and again like a
leave
feather
now?
boa will brush
Yeah,
past your
let's,
nose. And you
Let's get out of
I
here.
feel like, even though Lilith had been there, there previously, she feels really out of place there, and she's like quite awkward because she doesn't go there often.
yeah, it's
And
not
when
really
she does,
your.
like, she's normally in trouble, so she's like, okay, we need to leave now.
Okay.
She's like really, like, you can see that she's really uncomfortable and like really awkward.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. We just need to leave.
Yeah, let's go.
As you turn to leave,
No.
no, just a group of people come through the portal, and you recognize straight away is. Hang on, I said this before looking at the name. Adrian Petrocini, the son of Mama Vittoria Petrocini, and he's got like an entourage with him of sort of 20 to 30 something blokes, not like number wise, but I mean age wise, in their equivalent race. So like think young adult of whatever race there are, because there's a couple of elves, some humans, dwarves, maybe some half elves, and
So the elves are like 100 years old.
yeah. As they come through the portal, like the room just doesn't go quiet, but gets quieter. Like the moment people notice Adrian's there, they like plop their head down and they want nothing to do with it.
Is this in the main bit or is this in the staff bit?
This is in the staff bit.
Okay.
So it's before you go back through the portal. But you guys are sort of like parallel with the portal, like ready to go through.
Yeah.
And these guys like emerge maybe like 20 feet in front of you. And obviously these guys don't know who they are, so no real like natural response to go quiet or like avert eyes or anything.
Yeah, Briley's gonna like kind of notice around the room, but then she's gonna go to Lilith and be like, "Who's that?" Like quite a little bit too loud.
One of the elves with Adrian shouts up to you. It's like, "Get out of the way, dickhead! How fucking dare you! Move!"
No need to be rude.
He just immediately is pulling a knife. He's like, "You want to fucking go?"
Hey,
Huh?
hey,
Hey, I
whoa,
can
whoa,
take
whoa.
you.
Oh, I see how this fucking is.
Hey, look, let's calm this down maybe a little bit.
Yeah, a few of the other guys are like, you know when there's just a group of blokes and they try and like rile each other up and they're like, "Ugh, get him!" They're just like fucking grunting and egging each other on. And Adrian just goes, and this, not that my click is loud, but his click is fucking loud, possibly even like boosted with thaumaturgy or something. And the room goes dead silent. And this guy backs down, puts his knife away. He's like, "Are you fucking animals? Huh? I don't keep you around to be fucking animals, dick." And then he pulls out his own knife and just straight through the ear, just drops him. He's like, "I'm sorry about that. Clearly you're new here. Otherwise you would have known to get out of my way. So, I humbly ask just to part ways when I arrive. Otherwise you might end up like my friend here. Or should I say, ex-acquaintance."
Lilith has already moved. She's like at the side.
You can see now that he's like
See
approached you. He's got like one milky eye with a big slit that goes all the way down his neck and it just disappears into his clothes. He's in a really nice like black suit, like to the point where you've got real suit envy. It's just no. The black tie.
I'm not
black
even
shirt.
wearing my
He's like-
jacket either. I've left that.
yeah, it's like black on black as well, with like the suit, the shirt, the black waistcoat, the black jacket over the top, and like a big, like the long trench coat, super clean polished shoes. Like this guy looks slick as fuck with like black slick back hair. The scar that comes down over his eye and goes over his lip sort of like changes color on his lip slightly, so he like really stands out. He's like, "I see you've met one of our
If he hasn't,
workers, huh?"
if it hasn't been more than 10-15 seconds, I'm gonna try and cure wounds
Oh,
the guy.
fucking hell.
Okay.
Don't just leave him alone.
I'm gonna, as you go, I'm gonna put a hand on your shoulder and say, maybe don't.
Counterspell. Adrian just goes,
I
"I killed him for a reason.
He was an asshole, but I didn't want him to die. I was just
That
gonna.
is not up to you, my friend. That was my decision. And I suggest you speak when spoken to. Know your place. I run this joint."
Oh, okay. Sure.
So, and he grabs you by the back of your hair and looks at your mark. He's like, "Oh, one of Scrap's girls, huh? That guy owes me a lot of money. So when you see him next, tell him Adrian's looking for him. And if he doesn't shit his pants there and then, you make a note of it. And you tell me. Because I will make that man shit his pants before I kill him. Just because it's fucking funny. Huh? It's funny, right? And like all his entourage are like, yeah, good one, Adrian.
Like, Lilith's not even looking at you.
The guy, by the way, the one who got like stabbed through the thing, is like still, you know, like the sort of death throes where they just like twitch. He's like still twitching.
I thought you were going to say he was still laughing at like, good
Yeah.
one.
No, he's like twitching, and it catches Adrian's eye. He's like, I thought I killed you, and he just crushes his skull under his shoe, just completely caves in. He's like, that ought to do it.
Bax just takes a step back.
And he goes,
against the wall.
I like that hammer. It's a good hammer.
Thank you.
I might get one like that.
It's I'd recommend it. It's a good hammer.
You're lucky I'm feeling pretty good after what I just did. Otherwise, I'd have that hammer. That would be my hammer. Remember this. I just did you a favor.
Appreciate
That
it.
means you owe me a favor.
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
I like you. And he turns around and he looks and he's like, I could do with some more diversity amongst the boys. You want to roll with me one day?
I'm afraid I'm spoken for already. But did I fuck up? Yeah. I'm sure.
Maybe one day, kid. And he sort of like gives you a hair rub because he's like quite, you know, he's got a stature to him. Just gives you a little head pat. It's very condescending, but he's just got this like wicked grin, and you can see he's got like a silvered tooth.
I'm glad you all helped me when you grabbed me by my hair. Thanks, everyone.
Everyone's shitting themselves.
I called him rude. Okay.
This.
I said no need to be rude, and then he stabbed a guy. So you know, I just didn't want him to stab you.
And he like catches a look at you, and he's like, got a quiet one here. Shy little fox, huh?
My ears go down.
He's like, oh, that's very endearing. Nothing to say to old Mr. Petrocchini, no?
No, sir.
Oh, respect. I like it. Maybe I'll have you as one of my girls, huh?
I look at Lilith and be like, help.
But again, I'm feeling very benevolent today. So I just did you a favor. You're now one of my girls, but now you owe me a favor. That's 2 favors. That's pretty good. I like when people owe me favors.
Well,
So, yeah.
Would you look at the time?
You tell Scrap I'm looking for him. And tell him if I don't see him by the end of the week, I'm gonna rip that stupid fucking jaw off his face. I'm gonna put it so far back up his ass that it relocks into place on his skull. And then, like,
I don't know what it is, but it's NPC, but I'm like, whoo!
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't speak. I was just,
Okay.
Yeah, this this woman in very tall heels and literally nothing else comes up with like a tray of white powder and shot glasses. It's a very big tray. And he goes, oh, my lunch has arrived. And he just like chops himself a big line. He's like, oh, that's the good shit. How about some for my new friends? Huh? And he just sort of like
I'm no stranger
picks
to
up like
poison.
he picks up like a bump and he's like, take some.
I take a bump. That's fine.
Yeah. Immediately your eyes like whoop. It's like, oh, your heart is going like a rabbit. You're like, oh, I feel like I could run a marathon right now. Whoa. It's like the effect is immediate. He's like,
His conditioning in
he's
the
like, look at this
monastery-
guy. He says he's done it before. Look at his fucking eyes.
His conditioning in the monastery just like tells him like if somebody offers you poison, you take poison.
Damn.
Is gonna be a good day. And he goes, eeny, meeny, miny. And then he like look not specifically at you, but just like around the room. And he just points to this big group of women at the back and he goes, hey you! And they all just sort of like quietly shuffle over, and he's like, "You're coming out back. Let's go." And he goes, "Boys, go cause some mayhem." And then they all just have this like grin on their face, and they all like pull out these like batons essentially, and just disappear through the portal. He's like, "My boys are gonna have some fun, and now I'm gonna have some fun. Now I'll ask one last time. Get out my way."
I move out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you?
No. Yeah.
Lilith, just quietly like move, or yeah, he's like,
She hasn't even looked at him.
yeah, he's like,
Yeah, my tail is like literally like twirled around me. And my ears are down, but I can't stop looking at you.
yeah. He just grabs the hands of a couple of the girls and just pulls them towards a back room and disappears.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Right. I wish that was me.
Fucking hell. Real Harley Quinn moment, like.
Come on, let's go. I'm just like grabbing you by the arm, like, come on. Let's go.
Don't fucking touch me.
Sorry.
Don't touch me.
Sorry. Come on.
Yeah, so you get back into that main room, and you see a few of the Johns have been pulled away from the goings on, and the guys that were with Adrian are basically beating them on the floor with these like clubs, and I mean real wailing the fuck on them, like. But
Well,
only
like the
the
customers.
only the
On the
patrons,
customers.
some of the patrons, yeah.
Some of the patrons.
Not all, just some. Some of the guys have been dragged away from the piles of bodies to be beaten.
I'm
What
just
did
gonna
they do?
keep like ushering us to keep moving to the
Got the
exit.
lines.
Forgot to. Judging by that just then and this now, I don't think I'd like you in this guild.
I told you, method acting. Just
Is this
leave
where the bruises come from?
Yeah, it's method acting. We just need to leave now.
It's not a guild, Scar. It's a gang.
This whole time as well that you guys are like talking to him, he's just sort of like tippy-toeing on the spot as if he's like, I need to move. You're like twitching, and every now and again you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gang.
the tailor's just doing
We
this.
just need to leave.
You've got a monk.
Oh
On crack.
God!
I'm
How
gonna,
fast can he move? Let's find out.
like, as we're going through, I'm
Flurry
just
of
gonna be
flurry
like,
of blows.
who was that? On about
You can
Adrian.
just keep raising them to a power, like.
He's the son of Mama Petrocini.
He's a fucking asshole.
You know as
Oh,
well that he's got a
shit.
twin brother named... Hang on. He's got a twin brother called Marcus, who's like the big bollocks currently.
Isn't he the older one?
Yeah, by like, minutes. But he's like, I'm the older, I'm the big brother. But you also know, like you specifically know because you overheard it.
Oh no, I don't want to get over here anything.
No, we established this like a
Yeah,
while
I
back, but that the twins were born to incest between Vittoria and her brother Caius. But like, very few people know this. You are one.
I am one, and I had the shit kicked out of me for it.
That's why you were transferred to Scrap.
Who was I originally with? Someone else.
Don't think this far ahead.
Someone else.
Let's call him Draven.
As soon as you say his name,
Who?
Adrian
Yeah.
Petruccini, you see Scarius pull out his book, and there's just one item at the top of this page, and it just says Muggers, and then underneath you see him put Adrian Petruccini.
Oh.
But he writes it like real fucking quick.
Yeah.
So, to the point where you like write it down. It doesn't look good. Scribbler, write it down again. It's like fuck.
At which point the page catches fire.
Are we outside by this point? Have we gone all the way?
Yeah. So
All the way up.
provided you just sort of kept your head down and walked past all the beatings and went back through the portal, you're back in the purple tunnel and out into the world.
I feel kind of bad for not helping those guys.
You gotta know when to pick your fights. That's not a fight you wanted to pick.
Yeah, no, there were too many of them.
I'm not really one of him now, am I?
No, you're not.
It's not about how many of them there are. It's people like that. They're dangerous, and I don't mean dangerous like how a shark is dangerous, or a mega badger is dangerous.
Hey,
Like I'd fight a mega badger and not break a sweat, but people like that, you know.
Yeah, now you both owe him favors.
I don't owe him shit.
Well, hopefully, if we stay out of his way, he's never going to be able to call it in. So.
Hey, we're pretty dangerous, and he's just one guy.
I mean, does not define me. And your lot is with me,
Oh,
so.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
actually.
like Adrian specifically does know how to find you,
No,
but
but
he
would
can
need,
find
like,
someone who
yeah.
can find you.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Sorry, I froze up a little bit there.
No, you didn't want any more people to get hurt, so...
Yeah, caught me off guard, you know. I
Personally, I think you could have taken him. But then there would have been other people jumping in, and, you know, you don't know how many people they've got.
you know how much I love a fight, but yeah, something about that just
I don't like that innocent people got... I know that guy was an asshole, he wasn't innocent, but he didn't deserve to get stabbed in the head.
He wasn't innocent.
it's people who'll kill their friends over something like that. Ugh.
If your friends kill you, they're not really your friends, okay?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, but also, that guy would have just gone out and beat the shit out of the other people anyway, so.
I mean, true. I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
judging by what the other guys were doing.
Well, he's probably got another one lined up to take his place. It's the way it goes.
And he's not even the highest. He's got a twin brother called Marcus. It's even worse.
Wow.
How can you get worse
there's
than
two
that?
people we have
you
to
know
kill.
that, like, you.
Okay, Scarius, calm down.
Even though Adrian is ruthless and just completely soulless, like, just doesn't think about doing so, like, stabbing one of his entourage was just like breathing. Marcus is a complete fucking berserk maniac psychopath. Like,
Right.
he wouldn't have just stabbed his, like, entourage and wiped the blade off. You've, like, heard stories of him literally biting the faces off of his, like, nearest and dearest.
I'll explain this to all of you. But as we were walking away and you were saying that there's two people we need to kill, I'm like, shut the fuck up. We're still very close to
Oh
people.
yeah, no, I won't say that when we're like that close to the
We're
building.
still very close to lots of people that know these people, so you need to be quiet.
Just to reiterate something though, even though Marcus is the big bollocks of the Pleasure Palace, because like Mama Vittoria, like she's still the sort of like face of it. She's sort of taken a step back from running it, but the head of the actual whole family at the moment is, you would know this, is Romulus Petrocini.
So,
Which I think we've briefly
Yeah, I
mentioned
think-
before.
what happened to Adrian's face?
Yeah, that you don't know.
No idea.
Adrian's face? What? Sorry, I missed that.
He had a milky
Oh,
eye
yeah,
and
milky
a
eyes.
thing all the way down, didn't he?
Yeah, and you don't even know how far it goes down because it disappeared into his collar.
No idea.
Hey, look, one day, if he likes my hammer so much, maybe we'll give him a closer look at it. But not right now.
When you say that, I actually like put my arm around you.
Teletubby hug!
Yeah.
We'll get him.
Did you say Romulus or Rhombus?
Romulus.
Romulus.
Like the guy who founded Rome.
Do you owe any money to these people?
Not at the moment. Just gotta make sure it's there by the end of the week, but it's fine.
Okay, how much do you owe them?
Depends how much I make.
Oh, they take commission. Okay.
And commission on anything I steal. Anything I find.
Let's head back to the goblin.
Okay, so at this point it's like approaching 4 p.m.
Mm.
By the time you reach the goblin. Shrimp is working. No sign of Scrimp at the moment.
How long has the fantasy cocaine worn off even slightly?
No.
So
Not
I'm
at
still
all.
like
You're like running on ahead
hyperactive.
and then
Yeah.
realizing they're behind you and then running back and then running on ahead. It's like you are knackering yourself out.
As we're going, like walking back, Lilith is explaining. that-
Step of the wind. Step of the wind. Step of the wind.
Like, not who she is, but like about the mark.
Sorry, what was?
What do you say,
Obviously,
Law?
You would have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have seen it by now.
Especially when Adrian just like grabbed your head and like.
Is it a tattoo or a brand?
It's a brand. It's just a pea brand.
Yeah, it's quite like an ornate, like old sort of like gothic lettered P.
Oh, it's not like a slapdash. It was a
No,
really
this is like a
nicely-
proper like they stamp what is theirs with their like what they are proud to call their design
it's
type
well
of thing.
done.
So it's like a proper brand that was held for long enough to really take. Oh yeah, how indeed.
So is it out now, or have you put your hair back over it?
I've showed you when we walked back.
I suppose it's not really a thing that you have to hide.
Depends where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously if I'm near any of the other gangs, it's easier to hide it. And some of the guards, depending on what they think I'm doing,
Could spell trouble.
it's just easier to have my hair over it.
Scarius gets so bored running back and forth that he actually just runs ahead. So he's still within, like, you can still see them. But he sits on like a rock or something somewhere, and he starts scribbling like mad designs in his book. He's got like an arcane like spud cannon and stuff. He's just like
Oh god.
everything that's in his head. He's just writing down furiously. And the measurements are all wrong.
Yeah, nothing's to scale. There's just lines everywhere. Like a really poorly drawn arrow with like this bit made of felt. It's just like it's complete bollocks. But then I assume when they catch up, you run on ahead and do the same, and it's just like this.
On one page, he just fills the page with the words arcane tattoo. Just fills it.
You know, like the
So, like-
the S, the graffiti S.
Yeah.
It just loads of them.
You are?
Choking on my hair then. So she's like explaining to you that she's had it since she can remember. She's had it since she was little. Like she remembers it happening. 'Cause
Okay.
obviously it was fucking agony.
Yeah.
So I've always been in. As far as I remember.
Damn, that sucks. Just sorry.
As if you're like. I'm sure most of you knew something was up.
Well,
So.
yeah, but you know that's intense. You know.
I just thought that you were injuring yourself in your performances. I thought you were clumsy, okay? Runs ahead again.
And we're still
It's
not
like shouting
any
as he's
closer.
running away.
I mean, I
But-
You
guess
can
it
actually
wasn't
hear
our
through the earring.
business.
Arcane tattoo, arcane tattoo, arcane tattoo.
I guess it really wasn't our business to ask.
Yeah, but I guess you would have kind of guessed that I was involved in some sort of circle.
Yeah, but you don't go blabbing about that kind of thing.
But also, on the plus side, you still don't know who I am.
True, he is high as a fucking kite. He's not gonna know what happened.
That was some good shit.
Yeah, this was like pure. This is only the best for the Petricinis. And the Petricinis are the ones in the world that are like the go-to drug trade, because they specialize in pleasures of all kinds is their sort of like brand, you know? It's like if you need drugs, sex, or booze, they're the ones to go to, and these are like fresh from source, not cut by anyone with anything. This is like as pure as it gets. This is gonna be the ride of your life. Buckle up, motherfucker.
Scarius runs ahead.
Chuckle nuts.
Scarius runs ahead, starts to get bored, and then uses thaumaturgy to shout to you. Like, come on!
Oh God. Gods.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Come on! You walk so slow.
We'll meet you there, buddy.
Yeah, this is all, like,
you go on ahead.
Super loud. Everyone is like looking and responding. When a robed man walks up to you and places his hand on your shoulder, and he's like, "Look, Scarius, you're very loud."
Hey! And I hug him.
He's like, oh my god, mortal hands. Ah!
Wait, you say, "Oh my god." What does that mean to you?
I'm my own god.
Oh me, oh
Of course,
me.
yeah. He's still
Oh,
like,
my me.
get off, get off.
Okay.
Like as we notice,
He's
it,
like-
she's like, oh for fuck's sake,
Yeah.
this is all.
Did you see the coin thing?
That was pretty good. Yes. And then he
And
looks
I
at
hand
you.
him a smelly coin.
He's like, oh, and then he just goes, and it just like it literally creates like a sonic boom behind it. It's going like max 6. It's just like gone.
Somewhere in the world is gonna just stink forever now.
And the idea someone's just like sat there eating their evening soup and he just smashed through the window and burrows into the floor.
And they can never find it.
And he's like,
stinks forever.
I can still smell it. Oh, it's good, but you bastard. And then he looks at you and he goes, oh, hello.
Hey, it's
I
this
just
guy.
came to. I could just hear this really aggressive shouting, but I don't think he realizes he was sort of praying to me at the same time, so it was all like, in my head. And then he looks at you and he like grabs you by the face like this, and he like pulls your mouth open and like looks around, and then like opens your normal eye, and he's like,
Yeah,
I sniffed some powder that a man gave me.
He's somewhere else right now.
yeah, and he's like, you're fucked.
Look at my
And then he's
designs.
like, should I turn him off?
Yeah.
I
Wait.
get turned off. Not death. Don't panic.
What? Like deactivate? What?
And
What?
he basically just goes, boop, presses the magic eye, and you just go like, you essentially just have like a, and then he goes, you come to, and your other eye's gone back to normal, and suddenly you're just not high anymore, but you feel fucking terrible. It's like the worst hangover you've
Instant
ever
come
had
down.
times 10. Yeah, it's instant come down. You feel like shit.
You do this to your worshippers?
God of chaos.
True.
Also, he still
What's
doesn't
funnier than an
know.
instant come down?
What do you remember?
Still
Do you
doesn't
remember
know.
anything?
We went to her guild.
Yeah, no, he's like, but you,
He said guild. We're
I.
good.
He knows it's a gang right now, surely.
Yeah, but you don't have to tell him that.
He
you're-
knows.
I know she's in a gang. Wait a minute.
You
You were just in the pleasure palace, were you not?
Yes.
It's not very
method
pleasurable.
actors.
There was an asshole.
Method act. I've been a method actor in my time.
There was an asshole called Adrian, and he stabbed a dude just because he was giving me a hard time.
Oh, that cunt. Yeah.
He also grabbed me by the hair.
He, oh.
Not for the first time.
As much as he is a bastard, he's pretty chaotic. I've looked the other way a few times.
I think you're mistaking chaos for destruction.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. There are times where he just outright kills someone. That's not chaos, but him and his brother between them? Ooh.
I think we could be more chaotic than that.
And he's like, anyway, I just wanted to come here and tell you to shut the fuck up. Goodbye. And then he just... Gone.
Bye. What, did he go up?
Does that mean I have to do that
Yeah, he's
drug?
actually just sort of in a tree. Shit.
Does that mean I have to do that drug every time I want to pray to him?
Seems like it helps.
I think it's just you have to be chaotic mind.
Oh. Interesting.
How you feeling?
Like shit.
Let's go sit down.
Actually, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no.
I need a beer. That's ooh. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
That's a 9.
That is 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
I'm afraid.
It's almost as if you shouldn't just take drugs off strangers.
Yeah, and it's almost as if that particular drug in the purity that it's in is addictive. You have already got... Like, you're not addicted, but you've already got the...
You hear that,
Ooh, I can
kids?
do that
Don't
again.
take drugs from strangers.
Don't take drugs from anyone. It's naughty. He's not a stranger.
They're like
He's
Pringles.
naughty. They are Pringles.
If you're going to do drugs, do really crappy ones so they're not too pure that make you high as a kite immediately.
No, dear.
I joke, don't do drugs.
Don't do any drugs. Naughty.
Naughty.
But yeah, you
I-
feel dreadful.
I go in the goblin immediately, like, just go up to the counter and, like, 4 ales, please.
Oh, hey, bud, you're back. You alright? You look,
I think I'm
kinda
coming
shit.
down with something.
Just coming down.
Coming down from something. Coming up behind him.
And he's
"Hey."
like, yeah, he's like, oh, it's one of those kind of days. I didn't think you were that hard a party goer, friend.
Yeah, well,
I didn't either.
He
he's
didn't
full of
have much of a
surprises,
choice.
this guy.
Didn't have much of a choice.
Don't worry about it. Ale?
Yeah,
Just gonna
yeah,
take
and he
mine.
just like pours you 4 ales, pops them up on the
Oh,
How much are we looking
have
at?
you
Just
seen
in...
8 copper.
Scrap by any chance?
This is just like your bog standard crap ale.
Yeah.
And he's like, scrap?
You know the guy with the metal jaw?
No,
Everybody knows the guy with the metal jaw, surely.
I
feel
don't
like-
know
There's
a
only
guy
one of
with a
them.
metal jaw.
The fact he doesn't know him makes me think he probably hasn't been in here. Because otherwise he'd definitely know him. It's a guy with a metal jaw.
Yeah, I feel like I remember that. Like
Okay.
I remember you guys because you're just so fucking standout, you know. But like,
Oh, thank you.
What does that mean?
in a good
Two,
way.
like,
Like,
opposite
I mean, you know, you've got a tiefling in a suit, a tiefling in bandages carrying a hammer bigger than me, a fox lady, and a buxom elf. And he's
Does that stand out?
for a start, I'd remember each and every one of you individually on your own merits, but all of you together, it's like some sort of motley crew.
He said we got merits.
Have you seen
Yeah, he
Roz?
did. He did.
Roz, that's the dwarf lady, right?
Yeah.
She's great.
She might be in room 4. I don't know. She was at some point. I don't know really what day it is. I got drunk again last night.
We could have
party
gone
is
here
hitting me
instead
hard.
of the Pleasure Palace.
Room 4. I'm going for the stairs.
Yeah, so you just marching straight up to room 4.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would knock first.
I'm just like being like, no, you sit down.
Are you-
You stay
I
here.
am sitting down. This
Good,
is
you stay
awful.
here. You-
I feel awful.
You stay.
I was like going up
you
the stairs,
stay
like
here.
turning around, like, come on.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's on the first, like,
Scarius has
I'm,
been,
I'm
Are
gonna
you
stay,
knocking
I'm
or
gonna
just,
stay
like,
with
going in?
Scarius.
Just be
I'll
like-
hammer the door.
Scarius has
Not
been
with
in
the
trouble.
hammer.
for
but
Scarius.
bum, bum, bum.
you can just hear, what do you want? What is that incessant banging?
Okay, we woke her up, so we're fine. We're
That's
good.
not it.
Wait.
What do you want?
Sorry, who's this?
Who's asking?
Room service.
There's room.
Yeah.
Fucking pull the other one.
Yeah, that's
Who is this?
Okay, move. And she's just gonna open the door.
Yeah. Roz is in the room, in the bed, flat in her back, snoring, mouth open, cigarette in her mouth, just hanging off her lip. And there's
Very
this quite burly dwarven man with like the blanked up. He's like, "Hey, you mind?
No.
Fuck out!"
Sorry, we gotta have a private conversation with her. I'm just going over and just gonna kind of grab him and pull
Hey,
him out.
oh,
the back.
oh!
the
He's
door,
gonna
yeah.
grab him by the arm, and as he start pulling him, like he's just hanging dong.
And I'm just gonna chuck him out of the room.
Just shut the door.
You know, just in, like lock the
Tag
door.
teamed
You
it.
can just hear him banging. Did you stay downstairs?
Scarius is being a drama queen. He's actually lying in the booth, like.
Okay, yeah, so you're lying in the booth, you can hear all this like shouting and commotion, and you like roll your head like this, and you can just see a dwarf's ass on the balcony. It's, like,
Why
banging on
doesn't
the door.
anyone wear any clothes in this town?
They're just gonna open the door and just have a dagger in one hand and just kind of hold it to his neck, like, shut the fuck up. We will give
He's
you
like-
your clothes.
He's like, "Can I at least just have some pants?"
I'm gonna just
Yes.
throw the clothes from the floor at him, just in his face.
He's like,
Now shut the fuck up. Goodbye. And she just slams the door and locks it.
You can just see him like slowly put on a pair of pants and really ashamed to be pull him up. Turns around, he goes, "Sorry, shrimp," and he goes,
This is more like it. See, this is more like it. We're back in the swing of
head to
things.
the bar, buy a pint of ale, and sort of point to the guy and like, "This one's yours."
"Cheers, lad." He comes down and
I
he's
feel
like,
like Lilith
he's like
would have actually probably. She's so pissed off generally today.
yeah, there's just like a little.
She would have actually cut him.
Yeah,
like.
so he's
Yes.
he's sitting there and he takes the drink off. He's like, "Cheers, son," and he takes a swig and he goes, "Oh," and then wipes the blood and he's like,
Gonk.
"I."
And then Gonk.
And then he goes,
And then Gonk goes.
"Wait, Gonk is with."
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. So yeah, you can just you like.
It's like a wave
she jumps
through the
off
room.
you. I was gonna say because it's like a 10-foot radius, right?
but
10 foot, yeah.
Brileyleaf is still downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, you were downstairs.
I thought he was with me. I was
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know you were
upstairs.
downstairs.
Are you-
Yeah, with me.
They
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
I thought you went
downstairs.
after them. Sorry.
Upstairs.
Yeah. So there's just like a poof, and he's like,
Tag team in violence.
he's like, "Oh, that."
Just so I know,
Yeah, and there's me looking after baby.
Yeah.
8 temporary hit points he's got.
Wow. He's like, "I don't know what you just did, but I feel like I could wrestle a bear."
I'm actually giving some of those hit points to myself.
Bear in mind, this guy's got like 4 standard, so you've just essentially created 3 of him's worth on top.
Sorry about my friend.
I feel roughly 300% better.
It's been a bad day. I'm sorry.
Aye, well, down the hatch.
Shrimp, can I get some water, please?
On it. And
Thank
he just
you.
brings over like a carafe of water.
Like to drink.
Very fancy.
I'm gonna take.
I've got the drink.
Roz is just like flat in the back, and bear in mind, this guy, like, as you
I chugged
pulled
the ale and then chugged the drink.
guy, he pulled the blanket with him, so Roz is now just spread eagled. And
No.
it tits her in her armpits.
I'm just gonna oh god, and just throw a blanket
Yeah,
over
sure.
it.
She's like,
Why you don't want to see?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Lilith,
oh, wait,
do your
no,
thing.
she's not American.
You don't want to see.
I'm just gonna take the
Most
flag out
people
of her
pay
mouth
money for that.
and just be like, Roz, we need to talk.
Oh, hello, Lilith, love.
Hi. So, have you seen anyone with spidery tattoos? Kind of.
I've seen a man with a tattoo of a spider.
No, we've been through
not
that.
The one without a leg, not him.
What do you mean, spider?
And then she like stands up. She's like, "Hold on," and like the blanket falls off.
No,
again.
no.
She like climbs into like a pair of like ridiculous over the top like pantaloons, pulls them up, and just gives herself a really firm scratch.
I feel like she would have tucked her tits in the
Yeah, no, like without meaning to, she's essentially tucked herself in. She gives herself like a really firm scratch, and then she goes,
Okay, well, I guess that's marginally better.
She notices the what's it called? Cigar sticking out your backpack, and she's like,
You gonna smoke that?
Yeah.
she just pulls out like a match, and just like strikes her on a tooth, and goes,
Oh, these are one of Ogluck's, isn't they?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
he's
the
got
one.
the best fucking cigars in town.
Okay, more
I love
importantly,
Ogluck. She goes, I love Ogluck. Cocked like an elephant's trunk.
just takes a big fucking drag.
I'm real glad that I know that.
I
now.
love and hate Roz.
So
Then
anyway,
it's just
wake
like,
up. We're
am I gonna look like that?
You'd be fucking lucky.
just stay out of the sun.
She just like
That's one-
coughs the smoke directly towards you, but like, you know, like one of those the kids that cough over the top, like.
Oh, no.
I think like she's even
Killer.
like even quieter. She's like, am I gonna smell like that?
Just don't take up smoking, I guess.
I don't think it's the smoke.
Anyway, spindly, spidery, tendrily tattoos. Anyone?
Tendrils. Tentacle tattoos, Yeah, I mean, there's been a few, you know. Just sort of like, there was one man who had just like a black blob on his shoulder, and it just sort of went like down his arm.
Down the arm. Is that right?
This thing is like going.
What do I
Goes right to the
remember?
end. holds it all in, like it's basically gone, and then just goes, and then just like drops back on the bed.
You can see
But
the
the
smoke filling
pantaloons
behind
come
your
up
eyes.
slightly, and you just get an eyeful. And she's like,
Oh, I need to go back and see Uglock sometime soon.
Also, have you seen Scrap?
Yeah, I bumped into him yesterday. I had to give him some money. You know the drill.
Yeah. So, turns out he's in quite a lot of shit with Adrian at the moment. So,
Oh, poor bastard.
if you see him, maybe tell him that he's gonna make him shit before he kills him.
Well,
Shit himself.
they shit when they die anyway. They don't tell you that. They shit themselves when they die.
It's
But
true.
I think before.
A man once died while he was inside me. Heart attack. Shat all over the bed.
I'm glad Garrus is not up here.
He'd paid for half an hour. He only lasted 25 minutes, so I finished off.
like the very last bit of the butt. She's like,
You got another one?
No, that.
she's like, it's alright. And she just goes in like a little handbag that's clearly like magically enchanted. She's like reaching through it, like scooping out all this shit. There's like pairs of underwear that she just sort of like throws it to, and she's like pulling all this stuff out. It's like some rudimentary umbrella looking thing, and some more extra spare clothes. She's like, here they are. She pulls out like a fuck off big like carton of like rolling papers, and then just like a big pile of tobacco that's been like sort of bound in like this little sack, and she just starts rolling a fresh one. She's like, you want one?
I'm good.
With the paper, it's like quite a long paper as well. She's like,
She does not mess about. Like,
What do I remember about the description we got from Ironfoot about the tattoo?
it was just described as sort of being like black tendrils or like smoky, like wavy, tentacly type. Just anything that is sort of like roughly what Roz is agreeing with.
Okay.
This guy, before I assume he was naked, was he wearing a robe?
Oh no, he just took his top off. He had the pleasure of going down south.
Oh, that's a good cigarette.
Okay, so was he still wearing a robe? Before he took his top off?
Tunic with a hood.
What was his name? Do you remember?
I don't ask for names, you know that. I don't need names.
Where did you
I
meet
need
him?
money and cigarettes.
Where did you meet him?
What?
Where did you meet him?
You can see her like really like passing through her brain. She's like, I think it were down by the docks.
Maybe.
That's the second time we've been.
Oh, I've got a dry mouth.
And you said
Then we've got a drink.
it started up here and then came down like
Yeah, sort of just.
kind of like smoke.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not very convincing, but
Down near the docks.
everything's pointing to the docks right now. But
Oh god, I need a mug of water.
I think that's the best we're getting out of her.
Did your friend pay before we chucked him out?
No, he's paid for the full week.
Okay, good. Bye. She just leaves.
She's like, here if you need me, love.
and then she like sort of lifts her arm to wave, and a tit falls out. She looks at you,
Bax
winks,
just,
and
like,
goes,
out.
That'll be for copper.
Then it gets back downstairs. You two. It's just like Bax saw Olive Lily. Olive Lily.
He sits down and he's just like.
Olive.
You're very
Ross.
pink at the moment, not red.
Oh.
why doesn't anyone wear clothes?
I mean, we did break in when she was sleeping.
Yeah,
And he's like, I was sleeping and all.
All right, fuck off.
You can go back if you want.
be nice to our friend.
He's not a friend. Go away.
Well, if you're not gonna spend time with a lovely lass, and then he runs upstairs, like really excitedly in his pants with this little fucking.
There we are. Sorted. He's having a lovely time.
You
Okay.
can just, as the door opens, you can hear, "Come here."
They're just doing cartwheels.
They have fallen in love. It is quite romantic, actually.
She's teaching him much roly-polies.
I don't think he will like her working for Adrian. Just saying.
Well, sometimes you gotta learn things the hard way.
She likes working for Adrian.
With
Also, we don't directly work for him, I guess.
You work for his family.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're thinking the docks.
Yeah, she said she's seen someone at the docks who she's seen without a t-shirt on, and he had a smoky tattoo down his arm.
Okay. Was he another actor?
I doubt it.
Why does he take his clothes off? Because apparently that's all you people do.
Probably
Oh,
to show off
I
his
don't take my clothes
tattoo.
off, how rude.
Well, this is what surprised me. I never seen you taking your clothes off, but everyone else is like.
Not everyone. Just most of them. They didn't take their clothes off on the boat.
This has been a very naked episode.
No, he's just working hard. Just remembered what Ross said.
Roz breaks me every time. Not an
He's working,
Oscarius.
hard.
Noscarius, Chris. Tifa is broken by Roz.
Yeah, we need to go to the docks.
what's the time?
In game.
Yes.
About 5.
Okay.
I feel like we're still kind of running around in circles.
I'm very tired right now. I vote that we take it easy for the evening, and then
Of course you do.
On
Ridiculous.
that
Hey, your
particular
boss
note,
gave me the drugs. I'm just saying.
could Lilith and Briarleaf make charisma saving throws with disadvantage, please?
Oh no. This is our fucking pub. Of course it is. I don't even know where I am now.
Oh,
What am I making?
what's that?
Charisma saving throw
Is that?
with disadvantage.
Is it like?
Okay.
One of those is
One
a
of them was a
D12.
19, one of them was a 2.
Oh, I had a 2
4.
as well, so I got 3.
I got 4.
Oh, it was a disadvantage, was it?
Yeah.
One of those was a D12
So-
that you rolled.
As Scarius is
Yeah.
like,
Oh, well.
oh, let's
You
just
just roll
settle
it.
You guys
down.
all rolled
Hang on,
with the
hang
D20
on.
just
I
to see
rolled
if
the
you
wrong
get-
dice.
Did you roll a d12?
Yes.
She rolled a D20 and a D12.
Ah, right.
Yes.
They look very similar.
That's much better.
Oh, yeah. A 15.
Okay.
Or should I just keep with the 2?
Oh no, because it was the wrong die.
Okay. Saws, everyone.
So,
They
Lilith,
look very similar.
as Scary says, you know, I just want to take it easy for the night. Lilith stands bolt upright. And just without saying a word, turns like sort of robot style 90 degrees and walks out of the pub.
Bye, I'm going to
Um,
that sleepy place.
You just, without saying a word, without doing it like anything, you're just up, turn, out the door, and that's where we'll end it.
Where you going? Hey!
Lilith!
God damn.
Skyris doesn't move. I'm too tired.
I'll find her in the morning.
I sleep. Good night.
I lie down, you feed me grapes.
That would be my job.
Yeah.
Archibald.
Archibald!
Briar leave. Feed me grapes.
Archibald, I need some grapes.
Baxter! Little man!
Yo, fucking leave me alone.
Thanks for playing, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
That was chaos.
That was
Yeah, it
awesome.
That was wild. I wasn't expecting the brothel episode to arrive this soon. Sometimes that's the beauty of being a DM. You roughly bring something up 10 sessions ago, and then you regret it horribly. But yeah, head to all of our links down in the description or the comments. Specifically our Discord, and let us know what you think about everything we've done so far. Until next time.
Bye.